Yo, it's your gracious game advisor. Yours truly, King Dre. I got my man, champion game, Coach EO, Everett Overton, one of my favorites in the manosphere, man. What's going on, fella?
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing, there? Good
I'm
to see
doing
you, man.
good, man. I'm doing good. I'm doing good, man. I appreciate you for coming on, man. I really do, man. Like I said, you're one of my favorites, man. And this dating community. And I actually found you a while back, man. But I'm gonna get into that later. The video I saw and all that shit. But I really do appreciate you for coming on, man.
Yeah, man, it's a pleasure to be on because, like I said, you ask phenomenal questions, man. You're a great interviewer. Not to mention, you got top-notch game yourself. So if
Appreciate that, man.
anytime I talk to a dude that I know has top-notch game, and then on top of it, he asks good-ass questions, I'm definitely gonna be there.
I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Hey, before I get into, we'll let the room pile up a little bit more then. But let me just to Shan Brown, what's going on? Before, while the room is piling up, let me clear this air. I made a video about one of your videos. It was about attention or some shit like that. And I actually used your name in the title, but it was in direct response to one of your videos. Now, in that video, what I meant to say, and I should have, did a better job articulating this. I didn't mean it, I didn't mean it that your good looks or, you being handsome and all of that shit was the reason that you get women. What I meant was when you have when you're outstanding in a certain area. So whether you got, let's say you with money, you get more money than the average dude, or you're more handsome than the average dude, or, you have more status or celebrity than the average dude. You can get away with a little bit more than the average cat. You know what I'm saying? Not that, oh, well, the only reason he gets women is because he's good looking. No. That's definitely not what I meant. You know what I mean? So
No,
just to clear that up.
I actually caught that. I
Okay.
knew what you meant. I knew what you
Okay.
meant. Yeah, I
Okay.
knew what you
Okay.
meant.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Good. Because it sounds like, damn, like it sounds like some whiny baby shit. Like, oh, the only reason he always gets women. No. But because I dealt with that before, man. Like back in my days or whatever, when I was ripping and running, I had a lot of money, man. So I was able to get away with a lot more than what I would, than before that, when I was broke and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right,
So,
right, right.
hey,
I
shout
would
out to
say, yeah, yeah. Shout out to everybody coming in the chat, Mr. Brown, or is that Tashawn Brown and McCain, of course, and everybody else, young flyers, young high flyers, and
High Flies, my man Biz.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, man, I look forward to it, man. Whenever you're ready, but we could just chill for a minute. I will say, you got to maximize your strengths. If you
Right,
know that something works, you would be a fool not to use it to your advantage. So,
right, right.
I've experienced women who thought I was cute or handsome, but I wasn't their type. You
Right,
know,
right,
beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and also it depends on what the need is. So if the woman's got a certain need and she can see something about you, and she can say, okay, he can fulfill my need. Something that you're giving off is giving her an indication that you can fulfill her current need. Then that's when she's going to kind of give you that choosing signal. So, it just depends on what you bring to the table.
right. You're right about that. Now you're right about that, and I like that you say like maximize your strengths, because what I perceive to be, I don't, it may be different the way you view yourself, but I perceive you to have a certain strength. And I see from, game recognized game, man. And I see that you kind of maximize that and you stick to that instead of, trying to maybe develop or trying to make yourself well-rounded and shit like that. But I get into that later, but I'm glad you brought that up. Fellas, maximize your strengths. And you do have a strength, whether you believe it or not. There's something about you that stands out. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
I actually know every single weakness and every single strength that I possess because I created it. So everything that I do, I already thought it out in advance. So
Right,
there's very little that I do that doesn't have a motive behind it. Like I don't just like fly by the seat of my pants and just go outside and say, "Oh, I'll see what the day brings." Like fuck that. Like everything I do has a strategy behind it. And
right,
so that's how I get my results, is because I actually see what I'm gonna do and how it's gonna pan out before it actually happens.
Right. That's good, man. I admire that too, because I see that in your when I first started watching you, it's like this cat is very meticulous in the way that all the way down from the way he dresses to the way his camera angles, from the way his house is like I admire that because I'm the complete fucking opposite. You know what I'm saying? But that's one of my strengths, and I'm not reckless, but it's like certain things I don't care about, and I play on that part. It's like I don't give a fuck about that shit. I'm gonna just do it, you know. Not that I'm not strategic or logic about things, but it's like a carefree kind of thing with me versus, and my best friend, honestly, it reminds me of you to where he's like meticulous about everything, man. But it works well for him, For me, it don't work. I would drive myself crazy like that, and it's good for cats. It's good for cats to see that, you can be successful. You don't have to be one way to be successful. EO is this way. I'm this way. Hafi is this way. Who else? AMS is this way. But we all have our unique styles that we, as far as the way the game go, and we're all successful at doing what we do. And it's more than one way to skin a cat.
Yeah, I agree with that. That. And then let me say one other thing. Like, even when I'm not appearing meticulous, I am trying to not appear meticulous. So, like,
Right.
even when I look like I don't care, I am purposefully showing and displaying that I don't care.
Right.
And that's kind of like real deep game too. It's like I know exactly what to bring. Should I bring a nonchalant attitude? And really, the whole time I got a very meticulous plan. So, like, for me, it's like I think of everything. I feel like sometimes I gotta look like I care, and at other times I gotta appear like I don't give a flying fuck. When actually I have a whole plan to not give a fuck.
Right. Yeah, that's cold. That's cold, man. That's real cold, man. I like that. I can see that in you, and like I say, I like guys that's like getting into like that create content that's like unique and that that care about their presentation, that care about what they saying and not just saying cookie cutter shit. And because a lot of and this is no disrespect towards anybody, but it's a lot of us, like Mr. Lucario said when I interviewed him. It's a lot of the blind leading the blind shit. You know what I'm saying? And I personally, not that I take offense to it, but it bothers me because I care. I genuinely care about a man's well-being. I don't like to see men in a certain state. You know what I'm saying? So when I see guys just get up and just spit bullshit for whatever. Like I said, it's not that I'm offended by it, but it kind of bothers me a certain way. But I see that you're not like that. You genuinely care. You genuinely bring in your experiences to try to help men and to make men become better men, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I will say something though. I only care until I see that they don't care, and then I don't give a fuck.
Right.
So I will care, but when I detect they don't care, and that this is kind of like just they're playing hooky right now. This is just like they're just having fun in the moment. They're just trying to get like a quick fix by hearing some positive, information.
A lot of it be attention to a lot of guys. Sorry about that. Go ahead, bro.
If I detect, and I can detect right away if a person means it or not. And once I detect you don't mean it, or you don't care, or this is like some validation, or you're trying to get some attention, I don't give a fuck about you.
Yeah. I'm the same way. I got I don't know if you're on Instagram. You should get an Instagram too, bro. I actually my Instagram is what grew my channel. Not I didn't explode like famous, but when I made my Instagram, I had like 70 subscribers, and I'm at over 1,000 now, and a lot of that's come from Instagram. But you definitely should get an Instagram. But anyway, a lot of guys DM me on Instagram, and the ones that like you said, I can tell when guys are like just bullshitting for attention. They go on goofy time. So I got my inbox is set up in a way to where I have a main inbox and I have like a spam. Like if you have a business account, you get like a spam folder. And the guys that's on goofy time, once you're on goofy time with me one time, that's it. I don't get notifications for it. I don't even know you there or exist. So that's a warning to you motherfuckers that like to message me for attention and shit. But yeah, I'm the same way, bro. I care, but you have to care too. I can't care about anybody that don't care about themselves. But just overall, I respect people that care about the game and that care about men's well-being overall. you know, and I see that you one of those people.
Thank you.
Yeah. But yeah, you ready to get into it, man? Let's get into it.
Yeah, I'm ready, bro. I'm ready,
All
man. I'm looking forward to it.
All right. So yeah, we got my man, man, one of my favorites, like I say. And I gave you on Instagram, I got a question because I do like the little questions on my stories. And I was asked my top five dating coaches, and you was one of them, bro. So
I
just
appreciate
let
that.
you know that. But let's get into it. So, Coach EO, where are you from? Right? Where are you from? And you know, where'd you grow up, and like what type of environment that you grew up in?
I grew up right outside of Chicago, so like the northwest Indiana side of Chicago, Chicagoland area. I literally was maybe about 30 minutes from the city.
Okay.
Well, I grew up in well, I would say this. I actually went to my old neighborhood the other day, and it looks so terrible right now. Like actually,
Really?
driving through there, I said, God damn, what they let this motherfucker, what happened to this place? And you know, I never felt like that growing up. Like where I grew up, I wouldn't say we were dirt poor, but we were poor. We never had a car. We had to take buses. We had to drive in cabs. We had to walk where we needed to go. So, you know, but that was all I knew. So for me, it was fine. It's not like I went to my dad's house in some rich neighborhood on the weekend. You know, my dad died when I was 3, so it was all I knew. So to me, it wasn't bad. It just was what it was.
Right.
So, you know, what I wouldn't call it a negative experience. As a matter of fact, it taught me many things. So, but yeah, I grew up right outside of Chicago. Again, you know, I did all the things that kids did at my age, which was play outside, you know, bury
Right.
GI Joes, and you know, do the Royal
Right.
Rumble. We used to do Royal Rumble in the yard and throw each other over the fucking wire fence,
Right.
and play baseball, play basketball. So everything outside, very little
Right.
inside, everything outside. But
Right.
yeah, there was gangs, you know, there was initiations. You know, I was friends with a lot of gang members. Never had any problems with gang members because I was able to blend in. Never had any problems like that. I mean, yeah, I got in fights. Yeah, I got stolen on many times from the back. I remember one time I got stolen at a urinal, bro, in school. This motherfucker
Oh shit.
blindsided the shit out of me, man. And the motherfucker was gone like Batman afterwards. I said,
Oh
damn.
shit.
Dude. So yeah, man, I grew up right outside of Chicago, and you know, I learned a lot from it. And I enjoyed my childhood.
Right, that's good. That's good. This quick sidebar, man, for the guys that, and I think I'm gonna do a video about this for the guys that want to know how to develop alpha energy, right? Um, if you pay attention to what he's saying, and fellas, pay attention. I'm asking him certain things so you guys can see certain things. Him playing outside, getting into fights, being not necessarily living on edge, but getting out there, get your testosterone going, get your blood flowing, exciting shit. This is the alpha energy that you guys are missing. A lot of you guys sit in the house all day and do shit. So that's just a sidebar. Growing up, not necessarily being bad, but, getting into fights, having to defend yourself, living it on the edge as a kid, being outside. Because when I grew up in the projects, bro, my grandma literally put us out in the morning and we couldn't come back inside all fucking day. So we was outside all fucking day fighting and doing whatever. This is where you develop that energy, and if you're an adult, you can do things but this is about EO. I hope you guys caught that, what he was saying, as far as like, what he did as a childhood, and you can see that it shaped his demeanor to what he is today. But
yeah, and let me say one other thing about that. Like I always had to manipulate situations where I lived. Like I had to stay alive. I knew places not to go. And then on top of that, I had to manipulate my own mother because my mother was a clean freak. So I had to like not get too dirty. Like, and if I did get dirty from playing outside, I couldn't get dirty where it was too visible because that should make me strip my clothes off outside and then say, go straight to the shower. Like I was constantly having to have the upper hand mentally. Like in all situations. So that taught me a lot too. Cause my mom, like I said, my mother was very strict. Like, she had plastic on the furniture and shit. Like, don't sit on my furniture with dirty clothes on. And, like I said, she'll make me fucking strip on the back porch and go straight to the shower. So, I always had to think, okay, I can't have grass stains. I can't have
right.
this. I can't slide if I'm playing baseball because if I slide, I'm gonna get too dirty. So I gotta make sure I hit that motherfucker hard enough that I don't have to slide. So it's like I'm always thinking of what I need to do to have the upper hand in every situation.
Right, right, right. Now, looking back on it, like growing up as a child, right? In your environment, did you learn anything about what they call now female nature, or from the women in your life as a kid? Like, was there anything about women's behavior that stuck out to you as a child coming up? Well, like I said, whether it be your environment or was it from your mom? I don't know if you have sisters or cousins or anything like that.
I would say that I always noticed that women gravitated to like bad boys. So
Ah,
growing up, I always saw like women like gang members, women like, the guys that had a car. Does he have a car? And then it don't even matter what the car is, as long as he got a car, got some sounds in it.
right,
If a dude drove down the block with some sounds in a car, like the women were looking. And
right,
then advertising, going out in the middle of the street, fucking showing their bodies and shit. So like I always noticed that about women, and that's why I'll never change my mind about women, that women are drawn to just what appears to be a strong man. So and even kind of a threatening man, like if he lives on the wild side, like women generally are intrigued by men like that. And I noticed that
right,
growing up because I
right.
was around gang members. Like shit, I walk down the street, there's graffiti on this garage and that garage. And you couldn't go too far to the right because then now you're entering an opposing territory. So it's like I've seen it all, and like women just seem to be attracted to that, like
All right.
a bad boy type.
Right, right. Yeah, it's the same, bro. Like when I was a kid, man, I saw the girls was going for. We had we didn't have here in Florida. We do more so now, but here in Florida, it was more like hustlers. Like we didn't have like gangs like how Chicago has gangs and LA had gangs back in the days. Back
Right.
then, it was all about like neighborhood cliques and like hustlers and hustling. Everybody was hustling here. So the women here, the girls here, like we had this like the popular thing back in the early 90s when I was a kid was like guys would get these Nissan Sentrals, these little box Nissan Sentrals, like all the corner niggas that was on the corner hustling and shit. They would get these little Nissan Sentrals and put like music in them and shit, like 12s, and be coming down these little box Nissans beating. And the bitches love these niggas that had these
Yeah.
shits when I was a kid. Yeah, it was the same shit, bro. But now as far as that goes, like what was it in you that sparked it to where it made you want to learn more about women and to even like have the edge or the upper hand when it comes to women as far as like dating them? Like what was your introduction to that, to where it's like, damn, I need to learn, I want to learn how to get women, or I want to learn how to sleep with them or have the upper hand or whatever? What was it that made you want to learn about that?
Damn, thinking about that, probably because I started getting hair on my balls and it started getting erections. So it's like, once you start getting, I mean, just natural biology, like, damn, why my dick getting hard and shit, and I want to like put it in something,
Right,
like,
right,
so like just naturally, I started saying like, damn, like I want to fuck, I started, I just want to fuck. I will tell you though, growing up though, I was scared as hell to fuck. Like I
ah,
was
shit,
very scared to fuck. Like I think I even told Afi, shout out to Afi, he's in the chat. I didn't even have sex until I was 18.
oh
Like
shit,
actual intercourse, and
oh
and
damn,
and the woman took it from me. She was 21, and she like forced me to have sex. Like she went to the store, got condoms, came back, put it on me, and I got in her, and I didn't even move. Like I just was like, oh shit, and she just did all the upward grinding and all that, and she got her fix, and that was it. But I will be honest, like I did a lot of foreplay with women growing up in my teens, but I was deathly afraid to fuck.
oh shit,
And I can't even tell you why. Like I can't. Well, I shouldn't say I can't tell you why. My mother was very. She was kind of what's the word I'm looking for? She was she feared everything. So a hypochondriac.
right,
So,
right,
because everything had to be clean and everything had to be pinpoint, and that's kind of why I'm that way, because I was raised by a fucking hypochondriac. So because of that, I think I was fearing like being in that situation. But after I got involved with this 21-year-old and I started fucking, then I just knew like, okay. After that, I like broke the seal essentially. Like I wouldn't say that anything in particular made me think, okay, I gotta have the upper hand with women. I don't remember anything like hitting me like that. I think I just finally said, okay, you just fucked. It was cool. Let's fuck some more.
Right,
You know, like
right,
it wasn't like I felt like I needed to have the upper hand when I was young. I just felt like I just need to start fucking and start engaging with women. That was it.
right. But was it ever a time or an incident to where it made you like, because it's my belief that most guys, and when I use the term alpha male, I don't like to use the term alpha male and beta male sometimes, but for the sake of conversation of today's times on the internet, most guys who are beta males when it comes to women or the dating game specifically, I believe that most guys who
Right.
are beta male never had a moment to where they were like, okay, I want to learn more. It's just they get stuck in a cycle of, being ran over, or it never clicks in them. And I believe guys like myself have this type of thing where it's like, I want to set out to do, or were you just always like that? Was it like a natural thing for you?
Yeah. I'll be honest with you. I never like had that inner dialogue where I said, okay, I want to be like this. It was more like I said, I'm just like this. Like it
Okay,
wasn't like I was trying to be like that. I just so yeah, I guess you can call me a natural at it. I just
okay,
naturally knew that I had skills. And I was more mindful about making money than it was about pulling women.
right,
I'll be
right,
honest. I had more of that inner dialogue about building a strategy to make money than it was to actually pull women. It just
right,
wasn't that important.
right.
Yeah,
I
probably
got you.
because it wasn't a problem for me. See, I
Right,
think when things are a problem for you, then you start to think, okay, now I need to build a strategy. I need to get some game. But I don't think women was ever a very big problem. That doesn't mean that I didn't get a fast one pulled over on me or something like that. That just means I didn't care enough.
yeah. To you're at right.
I didn't care enough about women to do that.
Right, right, right. So it's more so like, I'm in it, and like it wasn't a conscious effort to
Right.
I guess like maximize your game and to learn more. It wasn't like a conscious thing.
No, no, no,
Okay.
absolutely not.
That's good. That's good. That's nice, bro. That's nice. Natural. Got a natural in the house. Shout out to EO, man. um now that leading into this, right? I gotta ask everybody this shit. Was Coach EO ever a nice guy? Quote unquote nice guy. I don't mean like a decent, genuine, decent human being or respectable guy, but was Coach EO ever a nice guy? Um, and if so, what sparked you to want to change that? If you ever were, you know, like did you were you ever rejected from women, and it was a pattern to us like, oh, he's too nice, or like, were you that type of guy? The guys that we coach.
No, I'll be completely honest. I was never really that nice guy. Now, there was one moment that I did try to move a bitch in with me. Now,
Oh
and,
shit.
and pretty quickly too. Now, I remember this. Now, this I would say, but see, it really wasn't her that I was after. We met on New Year's Eve, maybe when I was about 28. We met on New Year's Eve, and she was with a dude that night and everything. Like that was her like dude. But and she was giving me choosing signals. I approached her. I even think I kissed her right there with the dude in the bar. Like I kissed her that night. And then I had sex with her very quickly. I want to say probably the next time I saw her, we had sex. And then she on paper she had good qualities, but I don't think I was too advanced when it came to kind of diagnosing emotions that well at that time. So I remember
Right.
like I was loving the sex, loving the energy, and I think I even said like, you should move in with me. Just get your shit and move in with me. And
Okay.
yeah, I remember that. And instantly when I said that, the bitch got turned off.
Instantly,
So,
right.
and I think I did. Now I would never move in with a woman. Let me just say. So I told her to move in with me. So
Right.
if she asked me to move in with her, I would never put myself in a situation where I was desperate that I had to move in with a woman. But I remember this one time that I was enjoying her so much. I was kind of looking past the fact that she had a man with her at the time I met her, that she was still kind of tied to him emotionally, and maybe they were just having a fight that night. She was trying to make him jealous. So really what I was trying to do was I was trying to, make her into something that she wasn't going to be.
Mm.
So, and I remember that she instantly got turned off to that and almost went ice cold. She went from being ice hot to sucking my dick,
Instant.
swallowing my nut, to like fucking ice cold. And I remember thinking like, okay, so that never happened again. Like that was one and done. Like I said, okay, you tried to pull that woman to where you wanted her to be, and she was not at that place. So we'll never do that again. And that was that. So yeah.
Right. This, listening to you now, and I always wondered this, and it's kind of a sidebar. Are you the oldest or only child, bro?
No, I'm actually the youngest of three.
Ah, okay, got it.
Three. Yep.
Got it. Oh, look at this Lord Dobie, man. He be sending all type of motherfuckers over here. Garage Arts. If you guys don't know Garage Arts, I did a video about him. One of my most viewed videos. He was cursing his wife out, and I roasted him on the video. But he follows me now. Good subscriber. So shout out to Garage Arts. He sends a lot of his guys over here. So when you hear Lloyd Dobie, that's who they talking about. But yeah, your style is more like it's kind of more like mine, but I'm the oldest child. But the gap between my brother is like 5 or 6 years. So I spent a lot of time alone, to a lot of, because your game is intelligent. Like you learn fast. You don't go through the same things more than one time, from what I hear you, like what you're saying right now. And then like when I'm watching your videos and shit, that's why I asked, like, were you the oldest child or the only child?
I would say, I'm the youngest, but I would say I benefited from the fact that my brother moved out real fast. So he didn't really teach me any games. So I had to learn my own game.
Right.
See, I think sometimes when you have too many mentors or an older brother telling you to do this, telling you to do that, you're now learning his game, and it's like, yeah, some of that can be helpful, but I think I don't think I know. I know I benefited from just learning my own shit, not having anybody teach me anything, not having any uncles to step in after my dad died. Like no men stepped in, like none. Like, so I just had to go, fuck it. Like I got to go out here in the dark and learn everything I need to learn.
Right.
And that worked for me. That actually worked.
Right.
I didn't have to overcome too much external stimuli. I just had to go through what I went through. And to me, it worked out. It really worked out.
Right. This is an impromptu, right? Now, I don't have this question written down. What's more important to you? Not more important, but what do you think is more important? Looks, money, status, or game? Real quick.
All of it. Like I think all of it matters. Some more than others. I think if you have looks, status, and money, but no game, you're gonna get fucked. So I would do it in this. I would do it in this sequence: game, looks, money, and status. For me. So game, looks, money, status. Status. I don't really need status. Actually, I like the fact that no one can find me.
Oh man, listen. Man, we click right there, bro. I don't like it. Like back in the days when I was ripping and running, my team, my crew of people was like real flashy, the cars, the jewelry, and all that shit, and I fucking hated it, man. I hate every minute of it. Of course, I indulged because that was who I was. That was who I was a part of. But I did my shit as low as possible. I hated that shit. I absolutely hated it. Be in the club and like all eyes on you. You come in, the DJ know your name. I hated that shit, man, with a passion. I'm more like I don't like the status shit, bro. I'm with you there, bro.
Yeah, because if they have an opportunity to research you and investigate you, now they could disqualify you. They could kind of get a fix through your social media platform rather than getting a fix through you live in person. So, I've learned that the less people know about me, the better, because then they got to come find out. Like you have to come find out now.
Right, and Mystique.
I can go to a woman's page and find out about her. I'm like, oh, fuck this.
I do. Right.
Yeah, it's to my advantage to know you have a social media page, because then I know if I'm gonna waste my time. But if you can't find the bitch, like, you can't find her anywhere. You're like, damn, I try to Google this bitch, and I can't find shit. Then now naturally I'm intrigued. So I'll say, okay, I'm going to make something happen so I can, find out what this woman's about.
Right.
So it's always going to be game to me, then looks, but it's close though. Like looks and game go together. And game go together. So, you never hear me tell you that looks don't matter. Looks matter, but if it's just looks and you can't adapt to your environment, you're not strategic about who you're trying to attract.
Right.
Like I know exactly who I want to attract and when.
Right.
So I dress the part to attract that person.
Right.
Like, so, that is game essentially, because you're mindful of your appearance. You're mindful of the places you dwell in, how you sit, or do you stand? Should I stand in this situation or should I sit? What kind of drink should I order? Depending on who I want to attract. Should I order, a whiskey, or should I order myself a Michelob Ultra? This is full of fit people in here. Maybe I should order a Michelob Ultra.
Right.
So people look at your drink.
Right.
So it's really, it comes down to just being so well rounded that you're ready for anything to happen.
Right. Check it out. Champion game, man. Champion game. Y'all getting that good ism, and I hope y'all peeping it, man. It's ism layered on ism. It's some gems, man, on top of the gems. But let me ask you this, bro. I don't know what happened. I think my man got disconnected for a second. But until he come back, I need you guys to get the likes up on the motherfucking video, because we got people watching and it ain't equaling the likes. So I need y'all to like the video, man. So like it right now. Okay, you back, bro?
Let me see. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
Okay. I don't know what happened. Okay.
We live. But
shout out to Red Pill Chauvinist.
Yeah, Red Pill Chauvinist, man. You're next, bro. You next. I got to get in contact with you. You definitely next.
The devil is a liar.
For real. It says I only fuck with strippers. Man, I ain't gonna put her out there. I had a conversation with a stripper yesterday. Let me tell you niggas something about strippers. And sorry, I got to put this on hold because this is very important. Strippers are fucking natural liars. Understand this about strippers. They are, and it's not that they're even trying to be. And I know, because I know strippers. I've dated strippers. I've dealt with strippers. I've all that shit. Strippers have a natural lying and manipulative type of thing going on about them, because this is what they do day in and day out. They have to lie and manipulate guys and be conniving and all this shit to get their money from men. So they're doing this day in and day out. This becomes a part of their character. So understand that if you think you're dating a stripper. If you ain't on some pimp shit, which I don't fucking condone, you don't need to be dating no stripper thinking that, nah, it ain't gonna work. I'm telling you. So that's with that. Anyway, back to my man EO. Now I think you pretty much answered this with one of the questions that I asked you earlier, but I wanted to ask you, what is the most simpish thing that you have ever done? If you believe, but I think you already answered this already.
Yeah, probably that. And I'll be honest with you, it didn't have anything to do with her. Like when I fully diagnosed my method as to why I wanted old girl to move in, I was actually escaping another relationship that I was in. So it's no different. It's no different than a woman choosing up with another dude just to kind of get a distraction and try to try to accelerate the healing process from a former situation.
Man.
So I will tell you that after I diagnosed the real reason why I invited the woman to move in with me, it really had nothing to do with her. It had to do with me trying to accelerate the healing process from another relationship that I had at the time.
That rebound shit, bro. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Because I've been having this on my list. I just haven't got around to it. But that rebound, and I believe that a lot of the times the rebound, when the rebound ends, is a lot of the times it cuts deeper than the actual situation that you were rebounding from. Was that the case with you? With that situation?
Actually, I'll be honest with you. It wasn't tough. No, it wasn't tougher. I should say it wasn't tougher than what I was going through, because I always go back to the drawing board. Okay. Oh, and I ask myself, okay, why did you do that? Why did you do that? What was your motive? You got to have a motive. You don't do shit without a motive. So I asked myself, I said, why did you do that? Okay, this is why you do that. Because you're trying to accelerate the healing process. Because I was involved with somebody pretty heavily before that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was trying to get over it. I'm not gonna lie, there was a time I was trying to get over it because we were deeply involved. I'll leave it at that. We were deeply involved. And then so at the time I was trying to, they say a king doesn't chase, he replaces. But the truth is a king sometimes puts himself on ice and then comes back better. So that's what I would always advise a dude, if you're getting out of a relationship and that relationship has some hold on you, you had some feelings in that relationship, do not think that some other woman is going to help you get through that.
It's not.
You need to put yourself on pause on purpose. Go about 3 months, 6 months. It may not even take that long, but at least if you know you put yourself on pause to just let that shit go, learn from it, see where you went wrong. Cause hey, if a relationship fails, I always say it's the man's fault. I always say that.
Yeah, it is.
The woman is following you.
Right.
So if you're acting a fool or mistreating her or not giving her what the relationship needs, then it's your fault. So it was my
Right.
fault why that relationship went downhill. And then I tried to kind of rebound with somebody else to kind of like, and maybe it was even that was my ego saying, okay, well, you could forget about the failure that you just had by hurrying up and getting with somebody else and running it back with somebody else. But it doesn't work like that.
All right. Right. Right, man. That's cold. That's cold, bro. That's cold. Yeah, that rebound, fellas, that rebound shit is a motherfucker, man. I've been through the same thing, man. I've been through the same thing, trying to rebound and thinking that this person is gonna actually make it better, and it really don't. You know what I'm saying? You pretty much transfer this energy, the same shit that happened over here, you transfer it to another situation, and nothing ever, you don't get to heal. You know what I'm saying? So if you go through a situation like that, I always tell guys, just take a break for a minute, take a break from women, use that time to be productive. If you look at Facebook and all of these companies, these major great companies, a lot of these shit stem from a guy getting his heart broken, and he just fucking took all that energy and just went ham on, his purpose or his dream or whatever, so.
Yeah, many content creators actually form a channel. It's their method of healing, to be honest with you. Like that,
Right.
like they needed that to heal. They might even be presented it like they're trying to help, but they need the help. They need your validation. They need somebody to communicate with. They need somebody to talk to. So a lot of the time, content creators are actually seeking help by creating channels, and I'm able to detect that kind of energy right away.
Right. Mine was started in part. It was other reasons I started mine, because I've been wanting to do this for a long time. But mine was started in part of me leaving a situation, and in me leaving that situation, I started to realize how I passed a lot of my opportunities, and I was like, you know what? Now that I'm free and clear, let me do this now. And I don't want. I want to warn guys about just share with them my experiences, because I feel like I would be doing the world a disservice if I had all these experiences from this or that or this or that, and I don't share it. But me ending a situation helped me to see that, okay, this is an opportunity. It's something that you always wanted to do. Why not do it now? So yeah, you're right about that, man. You're right. You're definitely right about that. Right. Now, so you be answering my questions and shit before I ask. Now the next question I was gonna ask you was I believe, it's my belief, right, that the most thorough of us have taken some type of L, right? Jordan, Kobe, whatever, Emmitt Smith, Troy, we all lose big sometimes, and these lessons, what makes us different is that we take these lessons, we take these losses and convert them to lessons, and we don't look at them as losses. I believe like I say, the most thorough of us has taken some L's at some point. A lot of guys don't like to talk about it. Even mine, I haven't talked about it in depth like that, and I don't know when I will, but I'm gonna ask you: have you taken any L's, aka, have you suffered some heartbreak?
All right, so to answer truthfully, this is the honest to God truth. Only my ego has suffered heartbreak, but I personally have never suffered heartbreak. Me personally, because I see beyond the bullshit. I guess I would say my spirit man sees beyond everything. So my spirit man never. But anytime I had a persona or too much ego and didn't get my way or something, I would never say I experienced heartbreak. I experienced my ego was bruised. So really, when you don't get something, you're leading from ego, you're bound to be in your feelings. Yeah, you're bound to be in your feelings if you're leading from ego. But if you're leading from spirit, you cannot be hurt. Like there's nothing that could possibly hurt you when you're leading from spirit, which is why I made a video the other day saying that I now have the ability to initiate ego on the spot or spirit on the spot, like right on the spot. Like I really can go to either one at any time. So I would say that I personally, as a infinite spirit spiritual being, if you believe in that, have never been hurt.
Right.
Anytime I got hurt, it was because I told myself some bullshit story and I became this personality or this like kind of entity. And once the personality did not get what it wanted, yes, at that point, my ego got hurt. But me
Right.
personally, I never got hurt. No.
Okay. Is it was it like what happened in that situation to where it's like you took a, because you're right about that, man. It's not even more so that your heart be hurt. I don't even think that's the thing. It's more so with us, at least me, when I look back, it's more so like ego shit, like this bitch got me fucked up. Like, do you even know who the fuck I am? It's like that type of shit. And that shit
Yeah,
stings.
but
You know
even
what I
when you
mean?
say that, even when you like, if you stop and look at that, like stand away from that ego for a minute and think about what you just said. This bitch got some nerve to talk to me like that. Well, who the
Right,
fuck
right,
is me? Who the fuck
right,
is me though? Who is that?
right,
Like,
right,
so I ask myself, like, if I ever ask myself, well, this bitch got some nerve to talk to me like that. Wait a minute, who the fuck is me? Who is that?
right,
Like, so if you say, okay, wait a minute, me is the one who keeps getting me in trouble. Me is the one that keeps getting me in these situations. That me with the quotations, that me, that separate me. So
right,
anytime that I diagnose and see my ego at work or in the past, I would say, okay, you really ain't even hurt over this woman. You're hurt because your ego believes in this character too much.
right.
Like you believe in this character too much that so it's not really what she did or didn't do that really hurt you. And then you didn't even take a L. Like in real life, I never took a L. Like I'll
Mm,
be honest, I have never taken a L. Only my ego took a L.
right. So were you ever in a situation to where like you may be invested financially in a situation or to um like a real deep relationship to where it's like you invested financially, y'all live together, bills. I know you don't have kids. I don't know if you don't have, I don't know if you have kids or not, but I don't think you have kids. If it's not, like, have you ever been in that type of situation
I've
to where it's
never
like,
I've never invested my money on women ever. They invest their
uh,
money on me.
ah,
So I'm just being honest. Like I never dealt with women that didn't have anything. Like I
mhm,
always only dealt with women that had something because
right,
I always knew that the pussy gonna get old. So like for me, since the sex will be old, what else do you have for me to play with? Like you got to
right,
have something else for me to play with because if it's just pussy, I'm a like AMS said, I'm gonna throw you this side of the road. So like that's how I felt about it. So I
right,
never got financially involved with a woman. Never, no. I don't have any kids, but I always have a budget when I'm spending money.
right,
Like so I always knew that women weren't really worth.
right,
Sounds bad, but I'm being honest with you.
right,
Like a woman's value to me, other than childbearing, is very low. Like
right,
if
right,
she's not gonna give me a child, her value is very low to my ego. Again, to my ego, she's very low. Like to me, spiritually, um, I don't need nothing from her. Like I
right,
really don't need anything from her. So, but
right,
no,
right,
I always got women to invest in me. I never invested in them. Like I did a lot of the front end work with my mouthpiece and my manipulation techniques. Like I was able to get inside the mind of a woman and manipulate her just enough so now she can give me everything I want from her.
right, right.
Uh, I've had women give me money and give me things and I never spend money on women. I hope I'm
Yeah,
answering your question, but I
yeah, you
never
are.
got financially wrapped up in women.
Okay,
Never, never, because
okay, yeah.
I was too good of a manipulator to do that.
Right, right. So with me, right, it was more so like I did with my son's mom, because my boy's mom for a long time. The reason I'm asking because I know when that situation was over for me, it wasn't that I was like, oh, I was hurt, and I said it was more of an ego thing because I'm like, this bitch got me, you know. But I remember feeling, for a couple days that like, damn, I really got nothing out of that, and I didn't like that feeling, when you have a situation to where you got kids with a person, y'all live together, and it's this, it's that. You look out for them, they look out for you. And like you, I was never the person to look out for a person and it wasn't reciprocated. You know what I'm saying? But in this situation with me, it was more so like I was up as far as finance. She couldn't fuck with me. As far as finances go, she was nowhere near. Probably nowhere will ever. I won't say ever, but yeah, So I was pretty much the breadwinner, and not that I care about or that I gave a fuck about any of that, especially at that time. But I remember it being over, and I remember feeling like I got nothing out of that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm never doing that again. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's you know, that's what I mean. Like when I say L's, like I felt like then I took a real L. Like and it's not that I invested in her and gave her money and paid off her debt. It was nothing like that, and no silly shit like that. You know, I always made her earn her keep. But at the end of the day, I just feel like I came out of it with nothing. You know, but a lesson. You know, I learned.
The best solution to that, and all the men listening, and I always say this: men do not get mad at women for not giving them what they want. They
Right.
get mad at themselves for giving too much for something that they wanted. But really,
Right.
when a woman ghosts you or a woman doesn't give you the sex, it's because you used too much stuff to try to get the woman. So you're like, damn. So I spent $300 on this bitch. I gave the bitch a purse. I gave her 2 rides, and I didn't get shit. So what you're really mad at is what you gave. Not the woman, but what you gave to get what you really wanted. Whereas if you don't have to give a woman nothing, you just tell a woman what you want, and that's it. This is why I don't get upset over women, because I've had very low investment when it comes to women. I don't invest shit.
Right.
But maybe a little bit of time. That's it.
Right. And the thing too, what I tell guys now, as far as I learned a lot from this, and I was like growing into that situation. Is don't fucking have kids, because kids will warp your view on you know what kids will kids will turn you into a simp, man, because it's in my mind at the time, and it was my mid-20s, you know, my mid to early 20s, thinking that okay, I have kids, I have children now, so you know, I gotta see to it that they straight. And if me and their mom don't live together, you know, not that I have to look out for her, but if she needs something from me at any point, I gotta kind of, you know, help her out a little bit, or not on no trick shit. But when you have kids, it kind of warps your view versus a chick that, you know, you don't have kids with, you know. So it was not necessarily more so investing in her, but I guess them as a whole. You know what I'm saying? And I just, like I said, I just got out. Like when it ended, I was like, I'm never doing that again. Like I would never ever do that shit again. I shouldn't have did it in the first place, because I knew better. The thing is about it too, is you know better before you do it. Me at least, I already knew the game. I know how the game go. But like I said, kids, they warp your view, man. And I saw my kids kind of like, I saw my kids being affected by the stress that I was putting on their mom. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I got boys, right? My boys growing up, they get in trouble in school and all type of shit because they stressed out, because their mom is fucking stressed out. And that stress is in her household, is carrying over to them. So I was like, well, let me try to do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, point is, don't fucking have kids until you old and ready to chill out. I'm telling you, it ain't good. But all right, moving on. Now, let's change the pace a little bit, right? What was your most satisfying seduction ever?
Okay. Now you talking seduction in terms of like me hunting a woman down, or
Nah, this hunting, you landing a woman, you being able to conquer a woman.
Let me think about that for a minute. Let me think
Right,
about let me think about that, because I'm trying to think of my best hunting experience, because there's been so many, but which one did I enjoy the most?
Why are you thinking? I want to shout out to my man, Golden Child. Golden Child is a real MVP.
Yeah, no doubt.
Golden Child is a real MVP, man. Shout out to my man, Golden Child. Take a minute too to plug your shit. Put your links in the chat, EO. You know, plug your channel, plug your whatever you got going on as far as social media, your consulting or whatever. You know, you can take.
No doubt. I can be reached for coaching at everettoverton@mail.com, not Gmail, but mail. And you know, Champion Game Coach EO, that's where I'm at. And you can come subscribe if you would like, you know. So my best seduction experience. Oh man. See, it all depends, because you know, I could say same day lays are sometimes exciting. You know, sometimes those are exciting. And then other times they're not so exciting. You know, it's more about the long, you know, how long it took me to actually hook a bitch sometimes too, like due to outside factors. So The I would say it's the one that I generally talk about. It's like anytime I'm direct with a woman, like
Mm-hmm.
just no fluff. I don't even introduce myself. Like,
Right.
honestly, I just walk up and just say, "Yo, we're fucking tonight. Wrap that shit up. Go pay your tab and get in my car." You know, like
Yeah.
that kind of shit is the most exciting for me.
Right.
For
Right.
me. And it's the most exciting for the woman too. Like I've done that many times where there were times I fucked a woman and didn't even know her name. Like I didn't even
Yeah.
know
Me
her name.
too, bro.
Yeah,
Me
like
too.
so like those are the most exciting times is when I'm being the most authentic. So that's the answer to the question. When I'm being the most straightforward and the most raw with the game, that
Right.
is the most exciting for me. Anytime that I'm kind of like, if I feel like I got to go a little indirect here or maybe, a little more finesse on this approach, I'm not enjoying it as much. And
Right.
so when I'm telling a woman flat out, hey, tell your friends goodbye and meet me outside. Like that's the most exciting for me.
Right. I used to do a lot of that, man, in my 20s, man. It helped too because I had the bait to do it. You look a certain type of way, you got a certain type of dress. It's a lot more easier to do it. But man, those was the days, man. I
Yeah.
don't really. I'm more reserved now and like a little more slow approach now. I'm getting old and shit, but yeah, that's very satisfying, man. You're right. When you can just like you don't even know her name, like, what's up? You rolling? It's like, yeah, where we going? We go get a room real quick. All right. And it's like, damn, I'm saying? You never hear from her or see her again. It's like, that's crazy, man. You're right
Yeah, and
about that.
I've had situations. I've had a lot of like cuckold situations.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Allegedly, yeah.
I have had a lot of dudes want me to fuck their women before.
Really?
Yes, yes,
That's
yes.
crazy.
Yeah,
Damn. Damn,
yeah.
get
I've
a
had
viewers one of those stories. I want to hear about that. That's crazy.
Yeah. I remember one time in particular, and I was a young cat. I was like 22, and I ran into a dude that was good friends with my older brother. I knew this dude. I said, "Yo, what up, man? It's been a long time." He said, "Yeah, man. Last time I saw you, you were like a little dude. Now you look like a man and shit." And I'm like, "Yeah, man. It's been several years." So we just kind of we ran into a bar, and I ran into him at a bar. It was like maybe 11 o'clock at night. And then I kept looking at the bartender, and he was talking to her. I said, "Damn, she fine as hell." And he looks over at me and goes, "You want to fuck her?" And I said,
Oh
like,
shit, that's
what you
crazy.
mean? What you mean? I want to fuck her, man?" And he's just like, "Well, that's my girl." And I said, "Oh, damn, hey, I didn't mean any disrespect or nothing like that, man. She's bad." And he said, "No, no. Do you want to fuck her?" And I said, yeah, sure, why not?" He goes, "I'll be
Damn.
right back." He goes, "I'll be right back." So he went over and I saw him talking to her. He goes, "All right, meet me at this hotel at 3 o'clock." And I said,
That's
"Okay."
crazy.
So I went up to the hotel and I had a room key and everything. It was at the front desk. I went up. So I walked in and they just had the TV on, no lights, and they were
Oh
both
shit.
naked and they weren't fucking, they were just kind of kissing and shit. So I walked in and I didn't even say anything. I kind of was playing like a role myself. So I kind of went into so I went and sat in a chair in a corner and just sat there. I didn't say anything.
Oh shit.
And then they kind of fueled them a little bit that I didn't come in talking. See, guys can talk themselves out of shit. So I
Right.
knew just won't say nothing. Just go in the corner and sit down and watch what they're doing. And then at that point, he looked at me and said, "I'm getting hungry. I'm gonna go to White Castle. You want anything?" I'm like, this
Oh
motherfucker.
shit.
I said, this motherfucker has me on some White Castle. And I said, no, I'm good. And he got up, got dressed, and left. So then
Oh
I
shit.
fucked her. And
Man, that's
he
crazy.
came back in, and he came back in while I was fucking her. She was riding me and shit. And then he took his clothes off. And at that point, I just was like, nah. Like I think I even lost an erection when he came in. When he left, I was hard. When he came in, I wasn't hard.
Yeah.
And so I just kind of said, you know what, I'm out. I didn't even nut. I didn't nut or anything. I fucked her for a while. She sucked my dick, and then I left.
Damn, that's
And then
crazy.
I had another experience where I fucked a girl in front of like 25 people.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
crazy. And what
yeah.
was that about?
I was at a party once, and I met up with this girl that I knew, and we were drinking. We were having a good time. It was just one big party. It wasn't like a fuck party, but I turned it into one essentially. So I started fucking her in this room, and there was only two people in the room at the time. And I didn't even care. Like I just thought we started kissing and stuff like that. And we had fucked before though. So let me make sure I say that it wasn't like this was the first time I fucked her. I fucked her 2 times before that, years prior. And then when I met at this party, I just started fucking her. Like, you know, and she didn't seem to mind. And then and I looked around, I'm fucking her, and I looked behind me, and there was about 20 people in the room watching.
Oh shit.
And
Hey,
yeah.
hey, real quick, you see your mic kind of going in and out, your microphone.
Damn.
Or
Okay.
is that just me?
No, how about now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah. It's kind of going in and out, like kind of not static, but like, you know, rough, up and down, up and down.
All right, let me how's this now? How's that
Yeah,
now?
that's good right there.
Okay. So basically, like I said, I was at this party and then we started fucking. We were so fucked up though. We weren't even really thinking about consequences or where we were. So you know, I just started fucking her, and then I looked behind me, and there was like 20 people in the room just watching. And
That's
then we
crazy.
didn't even care. We just kept fucking.
That's crazy.
Nobody told us to stop or nothing. No one told us to stop. Nothing. No.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. You're a wild boy, man. Like you said, you're living like a true porn star, too true to the game. I know that's right. Hey, but look, let me get into some, like, as far as like your content. Now, one of the first videos that I saw of you, right? And I was like, this dude is the truth. It was, and this is one of my favorite videos. It was like, it was Why I Love Her, Then Leave Her. Especially part 2, because you turned me on to a song in part 2, and it was Lenny Kravitz you had played. What happened to that part 2?
Damn.
By the way,
I gotta look for that. I don't know where that is. Oh yeah, that one that was a good ass video. Yeah.
Yeah, Why I Love Her, Then Leave Her. It was a Lenny Kravitz
Yeah.
song that you was playing. I was like, damn, what's that? So I went and looked at it, and I listened to the words. I was like, that's some cold shit.
That's a badass song.
That's a badass song, man. I listen to it, not all the time, because I don't like music to put me in a certain element, because I don't like to feel a certain type of way some of the times. But I definitely do listen to that song from time to time. But now with Why I Love Her, Then I Leave Her, unpack that for the fellas. Like, what do you mean by that?
Well, I love her in the moment. But I learned to not love a woman all the time. It's not in my best interest to love you because it's not gonna last. I don't believe in love lasting a lifetime. I don't believe in that. And even when I've seen people be married for a lifetime, I don't think they actually love each other that much. It's more of a routine. It's more of like a friendship, like companionship. Like it's more of a teamwork thing rather than like fucking love. And it's a dependency. Like it's more of a dependency than love. And I think people misdefine that. So for me, I know for sure that I'll never truly love a woman forever. Like I just love her when I have her, and then I let her go after that.
Right.
So I think it's key to, like, I don't need her to come back. Like I could have the best sex in my life tonight. Like fucking the best ever, and I don't ever have to see her again. Like I guess I've conditioned myself to not need things to keep going. So I can love you. I could be 100% present with you, and then when you leave, I don't need it anymore. And I hope that answers your question because it does. It's a pretty simple formula. Like I don't need things to keep going. I don't need you to call again. I don't need you to text again. I don't need to see you again. Now, if we do see each other again, it's fine, and I'll love you again in that moment. But I'm never going to love you to a point where now I have to have you here. I don't need that.
Right. I'm in the exact same way. That's why that video resonated with me. Now, if you can, how did you develop the ability to switch that on and off? Because I believe as a true, I'm going to use player for the sake of, for the lack of a better word. When you true to it and you develop to be a certain type of man, you have the ability to shut that on and off. How did you develop that ability to shut that off to where you can actually be excited? You get the dopamine rush and everything when you're around a woman, and it's a general excitement. It's general. There's authentic feelings and everything, right? But you're able to shut it off, right, when she's gone. And not become needy and not want to see her every day, but you can literally turn this switch on and turn it off. How did you develop that?
Multiple ways. So for one, I looked at my own nature, and I looked at how I don't want to do the same things over and over and over. So why would I put that on a woman, like, to just be with me, like just be with me, just me? Like I just knew that I never wanted to be with just one woman, like never. Like I don't want the same food every day. I don't want the same drink every day. I don't want to wear the same clothes every day. Like I just didn't. I wanted to explore multiple things in life. So I thought to myself, why wouldn't this woman want the same things? I mean, so don't try to lock her down. Give her the most gratifying experience and have it yourself in that moment, then let it go. It's so simple that we could almost make it complicated.
Right. Are y'all fellas? Are y'all listening to this shit?
Yeah,
this
like
real shit, right?
really the sickness is in your mind and in your labels and in your own attachment. It's really not the woman, it's how you are processing the situation.
Right.
So for me, it was like, I'm gonna have the best experience with this woman. I'm gonna hold her hand. I'm gonna rub her shoulders. She's gonna do the same for me. You know, we're gonna fuck. We're gonna kiss. We're gonna have good communication. We're gonna look at each other like we love this shit. We're gonna play good ass music. We're gonna sip some good ass wine. And then when tomorrow comes, I don't give a fuck what she does.
Right.
It's the giving a fuck what people do that is destroying you.
Right.
But when you just say, like, yo, I can never keep, and also, like, what taught me that too is like people dying and stuff. Like when you lose people, like genuinely, like you see, like you can't hold on to anything. Like you cannot hold on to anything in life. And once you realize that you can never hold on to something, so as a matter of fact, the tighter you hold on to it, the faster it wants to get away from you, and the faster you destroy it. So when you're just very calm, cool, collected, and just like, hey, baby, Friday night, me and you, same shit. Let's run it back. When you do that kind of vibe, they love it, and they wear the best. They they bring you the best energy. But it's when you want to keep it going over and over and over. I'm telling you, you're almost killing it.
Right, bro. I'm the same exact way, man. It's like a lot of my women, bro. I don't even talk to them until it's time to see them. Like I don't, but when I'm there, it's like the best experience. They enjoy it. I enjoy it. And I like what you said too. And I hope the guys caught it. Like when you say you develop this ability to shut it off, it's like you think to yourself that you want to give the woman exactly what she wants. You want her to have a great experience. And in doing that, you have to back off a little bit. You know that you can't want this every day because that's not what she wants. And you have to give her what she wants. And you get that in return. It's reciprocated. That's cold shit, player.
Yeah, you gotta allow time to work up a craving again. Because you know, like if I give her a fix tonight, she don't want the fix again tomorrow. She cool.
Right.
Cool right now. Like she's cool. She don't need me right now. Her body feels better. Her mind feels better. Her spirit feels better. Her emotions are better. Like now she can actually go tackle some other shit. She gotta go, do laundry or whatever the fuck she wants to do. I don't give a fuck what it is. But the thing is like I just have this internal clock that I know. Okay, it's been 10 days. She gonna need a bump again. She needs a bump. So then I give her a bump. That's it. I give her a bump.
Mine usually send me some meme on Facebook. I'm like, okay, she want to see me. You know what I'm saying? Send you a little.
Check this out, bro. I had a chick one time tell me, I haven't seen you in 68 days.
Damn.
Bitch knew the days and shit. Like she knew the day, the hour, the second. She said, I haven't seen you in 68 days. And she said, that's not working for me. And I said, okay. I said, so that's cool. I will make it a priority that we get together next week. And I did. And that was it. She was happy. But she let me know 68 days.
They'll let you know, man. The women will let you know when they want to see you, man. If you put your game, if you're doing everything right, they'll let you know. They'll come to you. They will literally come to you. I don't reach out to women. Now, I had one chick, she was sick. She was sick throughout the week. So I reached out to her, like, oh, how you feeling and shit like that. But on a normal basis, I don't reach out. I don't I don't pursue at all. Like I'm more so, but they know that coming in the gate that I'm not going to pursue you because I'm pursuing what I have to pursue. And I don't have time to pursue you. If you want anything with me, you have to take the initiative. That's just the way it's gonna go, so that it and they prefer it to be that way, They prefer it to be that way. Some of them want once a week. Some of them want once every 2 weeks. Some of them once a month. And I just give them what they want, man. And they love me for it. So.
And I fully agree with that. And I tell women too, like I tell them that they need to have little side hustles. Like you need to have dudes on the side that talk to you when you need someone to talk to. Like I tell women that. Like
Right.
I'm not gonna be the dude that's texting you all the time and that's not me.
Right.
Have your little side hustles. Like I tell
Right.
women to have side hustles. You don't care about you see men care about a woman talking to other dudes. I want you to talk to other dudes.
I don't give two shits what the fuck you do. I don't care.
Let's bump on that because I really don't give a fuck what you do.
Right.
When you're ready for you ready for me or for us, then we'll do it. But don't be expecting me to be texting you all day. I don't even want to do that. I don't even want to do that shit.
Right, bro. One chick, she was like, "Oh, you boring." As far as like communication, she was like, "You're a horrible texter. You're like boring with it." I'm like, I mean, but you love me in person though, right? She's like, "Of course." I was like, "Which would you rather prefer?" She was like, "Of course." You know,
actually,
right,
a boring person would tell you you're boring. Like that's how I would interpret that. I would say the problem is you ain't got enough going on.
Right.
You need to be chilling up with you talking about some mundane bullshit.
Right.
So I interpreted that as, oh, you're a fucking loser ass bitch. You got time for all that shit?
Right,
like, I got time for all that shit, bitch. I ain't boring.
For real.
I got other shit going on. You a boring ass bitch. That's what I would have told her. No, I'm not boring. You ain't got nothing going on. That's the truth.
Right. Yeah, that's real, bro. That's real. I'm telling you, be answering my shit before I ask it. I want to ask you another question, and it's kind of tied to the last question, but I say from like, from player to player, man, game recognized game. Like I can watch people and I can kind of tell the type of traits and qualities they have. One thing I noticed about you is that you have mastered, you have it mastered. You have it down to a science. You have mastered the art of detachment, right? Like you have mastered that shit. Like, how did you get to that point? What were the things, if any? And I heard you kind of say something about it. That kind of answered that in the last question, but how did you get to that point to where it's like, you can just detach from any and everything, and not just women?
Well, I think you need to master the art of attachment to master the art of detachment. So there was a long time in my life where I was attached to shit. Like I was attached to clothes and success and being the best salesman in the world. And, like I was attached to that ego so much, and the ego attaches to everything. Just remember that the ego attaches to everything. The ego wants everything.
Right.
The ego wants to be the best at everything. The ego, and I was full on ego at one time in my life. And then finally, I had a conversation with my ego and said, "Yo, I'm only going to use you when I need you, player. Like, your power has to go away." And then I finally detached from the ego. And then I found that once I detached from my ego and just used my ego when necessary, then I saw that I need nothing.
Right.
I need nothing but whatever it takes for this human body to keep going. That's about it.
Right.
So that's my honest to God answer. It's like you got to be so. Once you see that the ego wants everything, you then only can start to have a conversation with that ego and then say, I need to have more balance. I've let you lead my life long enough. And the ego is cool with that after a while. The ego finally surrenders to you. Not in the beginning. I will tell you, it sounds kind of crazy what I'm saying, but I literally had a conversation with my ego and just said, "Yo, man, you be causing some fucking havoc out here, man. If I let you lead, I'm gonna die. So what I need to do is put you on ice for a minute and learn who I am underneath the ego. And then once I learned that man, I saw that I need nothing from people, nothing."
Got it. That's real, bro. That's real.
But you can't learn that if you're operating from the ego, Dre, you ain't gonna be able to do it.
Right.
You gotta realize that your ego is separate from who you really are underneath. You can use the ego though. Now I use my ego when I want to. Sometimes it takes over a little bit, but for the most part, I've just seen that I can't keep people alive. I can't keep people interested in me. I can't keep anything. All I can do is experience everything and then let it go. That's all I can do.
Right.
After we hang out on this session, bro, you go do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Right. Yeah,
You
I'm
do everything you want to do after this. I ain't got no control over that.
right. I've been like developing that the last couple of years of my life, man, to where it's like, I don't have control over shit really, man, but my own health and sometimes even that, it's I don't own women. I don't own none of these bitches. I control what I do on a day to day, and that's pretty much it. So I can't really be attached to things because it's not mine. Like any of this shit is not mine. I was like you, man. I was attached to my jewelry, my cars, and money, and a certain type of lifestyle. And I think for me, like losing that and being up and down on a roller coaster as far as like you having it and you're not having it, and this person treating you like this and this and this and that, that kind of, for me, I think that's what did it for me. To where it's like, fuck the world and being attached to people. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, I definitely feel you on that, bro. I
Hey, let
definitely
me
feel
give
you
you
on
a
that.
quick example of something that, like when I was 24, I was dating this girl, and I got my own place when I was 24, and I decked the motherfucker out. And
Right.
I remember one day she bumped in. I had a vase with some like branches in it. I had like this vase with some branches in it and shit. And she had bumped into it and fucked my branches up. All right, now check this out. I cussed the bitch out. I said, "Damn, you fucked my branches up." I had them put in the vase perfectly, like
Right.
perfectly put in the vase, like how I wanted, like the symmetry of the look to be. The balance was perfect. Now you fucked my balance up, like, and she was just looking at me like I was crazy, and I was crazy. And now, like, if somebody were to come in my house and move something, I don't even give a fuck. Like
Right.
back in the day, I would give a fuck that because I
Right.
was
Right.
attached to that shit. I was attached. Now, like if you said, "Yo, man, I really like that watch, bro," I'll be like, "You want it, bro? Here, I got the links. Keep this shit. I don't give a fuck." Like that. That's how I truly feel about stuff now. Like I'll enjoy it. How many times do I really need to enjoy it? Shit.
Right. Right.
I think to myself, like, how many times do you really need to enjoy this?
Right.
So that's just how I think, bro. It's just my mind.
Right. That's what's up, man. I believe a lot of guys have a problem with women because of their attachment issues and being attached to everything. But like I said, when I started watching, I was like, this guy is truly detached. A lot of guys you hear guys say, "Oh, you be detached, and you got to learn how to detach and stay detached." But I said, this EO dude is truly detached. You can tell by the way he talks, the shit that he says. He's not attached to anything, pretty much. So, that skill will, as far as the dating world goes, you'll win if you have that. You'll definitely win if you have that.
Mm. Yeah,
Now,
no doubt. No doubt. Go ahead, brother.
now moving on, right? Lighten it up a little bit now.
All
Like
right.
I say, one of my favorite things about you, bro, and I actually admire this, man, about you is, man, you are fucking immaculately clean. It's like when I see your videos and like how neat and like dust free and spotless your place is, man, like clean, neat, and like extremely like detail oriented. How did you develop that, right? And how do women respond to that? And the reason I asked you that because I know women respond to that a certain type of way. Like when when you're that clean and that neat. Like, how did you develop that again? And how do women respond to you being that way?
All right. So let me start with the women. I actually think it actually makes women feel uncomfortable that I'm this neat.
Mm,
I've had women even look at my toes, and they're like, "Damn, like you even fucking cut your fingernails or your toenails and groom your toenails." And I'm thinking like, "Damn, who the fuck you be fooling with, man? Some dirty ass motherfuckers." Like, I mean, I had a woman that was like a sophisticated 6-figure career woman tell me that. She was like, "Damn."
right,
She was like, "Damn, you even have nice feet." And I'm
right,
like, damn. The first thing I thought was, okay, damn, you deal with some bust down ass motherfuckers for real. Like, so like sometimes having it too well put together in a woman's eyes can actually be a negative thing because it just puts a spotlight on her dusty ass. Because women are,
right.
I'll say right now, women are dusty. I don't give a fuck what they put on and how they look at the mall and shit. When you go to their house, there's some dirty ass motherfucking bitches. And
You right.
that's probably why I don't get attached to them because they're so fucking dusty underneath all that bullshit.
You ever, fellas, if you don't believe what he's saying, go to a woman's woman's restroom. Like go inside, like if you go to a gas station or a restaurant, instead of going to the men's restroom, going to the woman, use a woman's restroom. And you'll see it's fucking disgusting. It's fucking ugh.
Yeah, men have more respect than women do. I would tell you that right now. Men have more respect. Some men don't, but I'm saying for the most part, I think men are even cleaner than women. Like women are just nasty ass motherfuckers, dude. I'm just being honest. They only get cleaned up when they meet me. I'll be honest with you. In my mind, they only become their best after they meet me. That's the only time they game. That's the only time they know about life. That's the only time they know how to spend money or save money. They don't know shit until they meet me. That is my mindset because I know it because I see it. So I will tell you that I do. When it comes to decorating, I don't know where I got that from, Dre. I think I just knew how to coordinate things. I was never trained on that. I just had an eye for detail and symmetry and fashion, and so I don't know where I got that from. I was just born with it. It was just something I was born with. Coordination and putting things together. Like I never had an interior decorator. I've had many women ask me that. Did you do all this? I was like, hell yeah, I did this. And it's like, I'll be honest with you. I think a bitch feels better being in a lousy place than I'm at a natural place. I'll be honest. She feels better in mediocrity. Women feel better being in mediocrity because it makes her feel better about herself. But then when she comes to a motherfucking king's palace, she ain't ready for all that. So it's like,
you know what it is, bro. And I try to tell guys this a lot of the time is to like have your shit in order. I think that level of competition, she can't compete with that, and it intimidates her because she is like, okay, now what do? Because most women can come to your house, like a woman coming to if she walked in my house right now. She can say, she walked in my room right now. She can help me out a little bit because I got shit on my bed. I got my laptop over there. I got shit, So versus like if she go in your house, it's like, damn, how can I provide value to this motherfucker? If she ain't, how can I provide my womanly value, that I'm naturally good at? Like he got that covered. What can I do? I think it's like, because like I said, I got a best friend that's like that. My best friend growing up was he's the exact same way. And we were roommates at one point in time in my when I was like 18 or 19, and he was like that back then. And like the women just responded to him different, and in a way to where like they would go, and he didn't have the level of game that I had as far as like how to get into a woman's head. Like he couldn't do that. But the thing with him was like women would go all out for him without much work because when they walked into his element, he had it covered already. You know what I'm saying? With bitch come in my room, she could like, oh, I can make his bed up. I could do this for him. I could do that. With him, it was totally different. So I believe that, it's just that they walk in your shit and they see like, well, what kind of value can I provide? Like, how can I upgrade him? How can I make his place comfortable for him? Especially if she don't really have much to offer but that anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but let me make yes, I completely agree. But let me just say something to you, brother. Even the women that have careers and make good money, they still don't have nothing to offer me, bro.
Right.
They still don't. I mean, they still don't, because in my mind, I mean, fuck your money, fuck your job, fuck your label, fuck what people told you. Just because so many people gave you so many compliments doesn't mean I'm gonna give you them compliments. Like, to me, you gotta earn some compliments. Like, I just don't give out compliments. Like, you gotta earn a compliment. If I genuinely don't like something about you, I'm not gonna say I like it. So it's just that's how I look at it. I remember one time I had a girl tell me while she was riding me, she literally stopped while she was riding me and told me, I'm not good enough for you.
Oh, shit.
Dude, I swear, I'll never forget it, bro. She was riding me and she was sexy. But just because due to the overall experience that she was having, she just told me, I'm not good enough for you. Like, I'm not going to be able to be good enough for you. She told me that.
Right.
And I said, hey, stop talking like that. Let's just keep doing what we're doing. But she felt that, bro. She felt that shit.
Yeah. He's like, damn, you can't even.
My problem.
Yeah. That's real, man. Now that goes into the next one, like your sense of style. Like I see, like you even got videos where you like teaching guys like, posture and like how to match certain things. It's good too. And sidebar, I always kind of wanted to live other places because it's Florida. We don't get to dress like that. Our weather don't allow us to dress like that. Like I wear basketball shorts. Now going out at night, I clean up and shit like that. But throughout the day, it's so fucking hot that I like to be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? And like we don't get into the coats and like turtlenecks. It's too fucking hot for that. But I was like, he got a sense of style, man, and another reason how you can tell a guy deals with women is by the way that he dresses, how he keeps himself up. Of course we do. I believe that we do it for us to feel good, because when you look good, you feel good. If you look like shit, you feel like shit. But honestly, we do these things too to attract women. Just like women, when they wear shapely shit and they have their titties perked out, or they wear a little short, it's to attract us and to attract our attention. And it's my belief that when guys can dress really well, or they keep their hair cut, they keep their groom, they have a lot of women. Women know this about guys too. Guys, if you ever on a date and you fly like that, they'll say shit like, "Oh, you must be a player. I could tell you a player." They know what that looks like. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I see that your style, man, is immaculate. Now, as far as that, how did you develop your style, and what made you want to develop your style? Because with me, I could remember a time when I was a kid, 7th grade. I was like, man, and I'm not the best dresser by a long shot. Like, I don't have style like that. I can dress, I can clean up, but that's not a concern for, like, that's not in like my strength. I don't focus on my dress, my wardrobe. I don't focus on that shit. But I remember when I was in 7th grade, I think 6th or 7th grade, I was looking in the mirror. I was like, I got to learn how to dress better. You know what I'm saying? Like, did you ever have a moment like that?
You know what, man? I worked at Burger King when I was 15 years old, and with my very first paycheck, I went to one of them hood stores, like in the neighborhood, and I bought clothes. So yeah. I always wanted clothes, man. I can't tell you why I wanted clothes. I just knew I wanted some fly clothes. Maybe because I was at pimps in the neighborhood and some fly ass motherfucking dudes. So I said, I just knew that I wanted to dress fly. Like, I can't tell you why. I don't even think I had women on my mind. I think I just said I want to be a fly ass motherfucker, and I don't even know why. I just did.
Right.
As I got into business and sales, I knew that my image mattered. Like, I knew that if I dress like a fucking successful person, then I'm gonna attract more money, and I did. The women came later, really. The women came later. Like, I was more interested in making money, so I said,
getting the money, right?
Yeah, so I wanted the money. So I knew that when you dress for success, that is the key to success. I mean, it's your visual appearance at first. I mean, if they're looking at you and they see a bust down ass dude, they're not gonna listen to what you have to say. So then what I did, I started with the image first, and then I perfected my mouthpiece. And once I did the image, then the mouthpiece, oh boy, it was over.
Yeah, it was over from there, man.
It was over. So you gotta have the image down, and then after you get the image down, I think you'll feel better about yourself. You'll be like, damn, I like what I'm getting in better shape. I'm wearing clothes that suit my personality. And I dress with purpose. That's another thing. Like, I think you gotta dress for the occasion.
I was gonna get into that. Shout out to my man Afi. The reason why, one of the reasons why I like both of y'all is that I don't know if y'all realize it, but both of y'all, you go the extra mile for your appearance. Most guys I'm not even like that. And give you an example, when I used to go shopping, like I do designer and all that shit. When I used to go, like when I would go, shopping for clothes, and I still do this, man. Like if it's like a store that has like, they have the little fine bitches in there. I don't know what they call them. And they like, oh, can I help you get anything? Like, I would have them dress me because it just wasn't a concern with me. I knew I have to look good. If I was to grade my fashion sense on a scale and the way my wardrobe sense and my style, I would give me a B-, a C. It's not my strength. I don't focus on that. But I always admire guys who take the extra mile for their appearance. And I don't even know if you realize that that's not common. Most guys don't do that at all.
No, I definitely peep that because I peep my environment. I know how to separate myself from and I don't want to say competition because I really don't think anyone is my direct competitor. My direct competitor is just the man I was yesterday, the man I was 5 minutes ago. Like, I don't really think in my mind, in my world, I don't see anybody as a competitor. Like, my biggest competitor is probably my ego. I'll be honest with you. That's my biggest competitor is my own self, my own ego. But yeah, I'll be honest. I'm now, I really don't like to dress up. I'll be honest with you. I don't feel the same in a suit. I used to love wearing suits, and when I put a suit on now, I almost feel like a phony ass motherfucker. I'm not gonna lie. Like I really do feel like, damn, like this doesn't have the same feeling it once did. You know when I feel my best now, Dre, is when I'm wearing like all black and some combat boots or like a nice ass boot that makes a loud thump when I walk. Like I'm like
Right, right,
boom, boom, boom. When I'm walking, I just want to sound. I just want that sound, that boom, boom,
right,
boom. And that's really what I feel my best in now is like when I just have on a monochromatic silhouette with not a lot of jewelry, maybe a few pieces of jewelry, a fresh haircut, and just walk with that fucking masculinity, bro. Like that. I don't even feel masculine in a suit. I'll be honest with you. I don't. I did it for money. I didn't do it for me. I mean, I did it for me, but I didn't do it confidence. I did it for money. Like
right,
my
right,
suits, I wore suits for money. I
right,
didn't
right,
wear suits for me.
right.
If that makes any sense.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah,
That
because
makes
I
perfect
knew
sense.
this suit is just a tool to make money. Fuck this suit. You know,
Right,
and so now when I walk and it's just me, it's my time. I'm going, I'm out running errands or even if I'll enter a store where there's females, like I'm my best when I just have all black on and some fucking boots and I'm just walking in with that boom, boom, boom.
right,
you know,
right.
that's my best. That's when I'm at my best.
Right, right. Yeah, man. I just like for me, I always, like I said, I always admired people, the guys who went the extra mile on their appearance. Because I know, you stand out that way. Like I say, I do enough for my shit, my wardrobe, man, to pass and to get noticed a little bit. Like if I'm going to a place like a club or like a party, I do enough to where I can get, I can get shows up on. But I just for me, like I say, I hate fucking shopping for clothes. Um for real. I hate fucking shopping for clothes. I hate putting shit together. Like I said, I would always go to a store. If I went Gucci, or if I went any of these stores, or back in the day when we was wearing True Religion and all this shit, like I would go and I would be like, "Hey, pick me something. What you think will look good on me?" And they go pick that shit. I'll try it on and say, "Does this look good? What you think?" Would you holler at me? Of course they say yeah because they want me to buy the shit. But as long as they say yeah, I bought it and that was it. I don't, I just don't have the mind for it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But
yeah.
like I say, I always like, but I always kind of wanted to do that though. You know what I'm saying? I just never had the mind for
I
it.
think you're born with it or you're not.
Right,
I just think a lot of things you're born with it or you're not. Now you could have a coach or a mentor or some training that could help cultivate it a little bit, but I think either you have something or you don't. Like that's why I don't try to tell people a dream. It's like either you have something or you don't have it. I mean, you
right,
can
right,
improve a little bit, but it's either you got it or you don't. To answer Alfie, he said the style matter with women that you date is in more substance. It begins with the style, but then the substance takes over. So the style will get you the look, but then the substance takes over. So if you don't have the substance, she's just gonna look at you and be like, okay, next. So the substance matters more than the looks, but the looks is like the bait, like the hook. It'll hook them, and then here comes that mouthpiece, and then the ability to seek out what she needs, and that's exactly when you're gonna get her. You're gonna get her now.
right, right, right. We gotta Hey, he said we need to do a drop, the three of us. Definitely. Yeah, man. I'm down. I'm definitely down, bro. Definitely.
Yeah, that'd be tight. That'd be tight.
Definitely. He said your mic messing up. Yeah, it's kind of going in and out, bro. At
Damn,
some like levels.
I'm trying to.
Maybe is it maybe too? Can you try to turn it down? Maybe.
Okay, hang on. Let me try this right now. Let me try this. How's that? Is that better? Or
Yeah, yeah. Just I don't know. Say like a sentence or just.
welcome to the champion game.
Yeah, it's kind of yeah. It's kind of going in and out a little bit, man.
Okay, damn. I don't know, bro. I'm gonna have to take a look at that one.
Well, fuck it. We gonna rock it out anyway. We do what it do. Biz, my boy Biz, go subscribe to my man's channel. Everybody who got channels, put your links in here. I'm allowed the links for you got channels. So go subscribe to Biz. Definitely go subscribe to my man EO. If you ain't subscribed to me, subscribe to me. My man Afi. Who else got a channel in here? whatever. But anyway, my man Bills, he got a question. He said, "Do you feel?" He asked you, EO, "Do you feel you were born with confidence?" I have my opinions on that, but he's, do you feel that people are born with confidence, or is it improved upon over time?
I think that you are born. We're born with a lot of the same capabilities, but it's going to be, demonstrated in different ways. But I would say that yes, I do think that everyone is born with confidence. Yes, I do. I do. But if your mother talked down to you, your dad treats you like shit. Depends on your neighborhood, your upbringing, your conditioning, what you attach yourself to, like experiences. Like it just all comes back to what you sponged onto when you were young.
Right.
So I would say yes, you were born a fucking dynamite motherfucker. But if you don't detach from a lot of the shit that you thought you knew, yeah, it's gonna affect your confidence. For me, it was like when I finally said, "Fuck all that. I ain't trying to be like my uncle, my brother. I'm not trying to be like anybody. I'm trying to be me. I'm just trying to be me." That's when my confidence came. But if you're constantly trying to be like somebody else, I think you're gonna have a tough time with confidence. So, for me, yes, you are born with confidence. Each and every person has something great about them, and it's your job to tap into that. So yes, I was born with confidence. Yes, I
Yeah,
was.
I have a similar, I believe, kind of similar, right? That that, like you say, your environment plays a role in developing your confidence, your charisma. Whether your parents spoke that life into you, I don't know whether they abused you or beat your ass or whatever. That that has an effect on the confidence you have growing up and as an adult. Yeah, I believe it's pretty much the same, bro. Pretty much the same. Let me see what else we got. Afi wanted to clear up his question. He says, "What matter to you with women?" He meant like, does a woman's style mean more, or does it substance? I guess that's what he meant. Yo, yo, yo.
All right, my bad, bro. My bad.
Okay. I'm like, man, what happened?
What did Alfie say? What matters to you?
He's what matters. Afi says, let me go back to what the fuck did I do, man? Okay, he says, what matters to you with women you deal with? Meaning, is it the style? When the women that you deal with, does style matter more? Does her style or does her substance matter the most? From the last question.
Okay, so I'll answer that. It depends on what I want her for. So if I don't want her for any public outings, then she just got to have a body and she got to be cooperative. So if she's just gonna come over to the crib, then all I need her to do is have a cooperative attitude and have a nice body, because she's just gonna be in-house pussy at that point. So I don't really need her to have style. I don't want her to have terrible style, but she doesn't have to have like that. Well, are you ready to go to this event with me kind of style? Like, so then I look at another woman. She got nice hair. She knows how to walk. She don't got tattoos all over herself. Like so I could actually take her to something, and she can represent me well. So it all depends on what I see like in the woman. It's almost like I'm like a football coach. I'm like, if I need you to be a fullback, then you'll be a fullback. If I want you to be a first down back, then you'll be my first down back. So it just depends on what qualities I see in you that will support what I want. So it will vary. I've had women that weren't very stylish, but that were extremely pretty, and I like being with them. And then I had women that were very stylish but annoying as fuck. So it all depends on what need I have at this time for them. And if I see that they have them qualities, then I'm gonna go ahead and recruit them.
Right. Good shit. It says, but I had a tough upbringing and didn't have confidence, but over time I learned I had a high level of confidence as I got older. A lot of cats never unlock that in themselves. Yeah, I don't believe confidence is some shit that that's the nature and the universe like divvied up and like, oh, you got it, you don't. Nah, you can definitely develop confidence. So at least that's what I believe. But let me move on with the questions because I know you say you don't have you only got a couple hours. we near the end right now. As far as you doing your thing on these YouTube streets and coaching guys and helping guys to become better men. Like what and who, if there is a who, inspired you to want to do that, to get out here and sacrifice your time, your effort, your energy, your sanity at times to give cats the game and to help them become better people and men in general, so they can be more productive in the world.
Because I want to be a millionaire. I'm being completely honest. I'm not doing this for my health, and I'm certainly not doing it just to help men out. Like, I'm doing this so I don't have to work for anybody else ever again. So I can write a book, so I can write several books. So I can do traveling, public speaking, build a kind of a name for myself. My ultimate goal is to be able to sit like in an auditorium and take questions from people. I would love that, to be able to take questions from people that need advice on something. You could call that a motivational speaker or a guru or some shit. I mean, whatever you call it, but my ultimate goal is to build my brand and build a name for myself so I could be financially independent. So it's not for the love. I'll be honest with you. I don't love this shit that much. I don't love it that much. But I know in the end, if I put in this work and I put in enough value, that the money and the financial security and freedom is going to come. So.
Gotcha. I feel you on that. Definitely feel you on that. Now, I got my ask. If you get on my shit, you better have your answers to this. Now, top 5 rules that you deal with in dating. I like to call mine my player rules, and I believe every guy should have a standard that he deals with, and a standard of operation. That he goes by and he don't bend, break, or fold for nobody. Do you have a top 5 or 3 or 5 or 10 or whatever? If you can you name me 5? Or if you got 3, name me 3. Like your top 5 rules for the game and dating.
Yeah, so for me at this time, I'm not gonna tolerate any disrespect at all. So when I mean none, I mean zero, like zero. So if you got a tone to your voice,
out,
bye, like that. So I would say she has to have complete respect for me, like meaning like, and also I gotta be respectful to her too. I ain't gonna be like just sitting around disrespecting her and be like, you gotta respect me. That's I don't agree with that. I think each agreement should be fair on both sides. So no, number 1, disrespect, can't deal with it. Number 2, you gotta suck my dick. If you don't suck my dick, you can't be in my house. So yeah, so that's number 2. I don't care how good the pussy is. If you don't suck dick and swallow, goodbye. So that's
right.
Because I like a good ass blowjob, and I like you to be into it, and and swallow and look at me with a smile and a wink afterwards. And shit. If you don't do that, number 3, man, it's just good energy overall, man. I mean, but like I said, that good energy comes from me putting them on ice for 15, 20 days. Like we said, not having to need them to be there the next day. So that comes from me. So, being that we only talk, every so often, every 10 days, or maybe a quick text here and there. But like you said, we only talk when it's time to get together. That is where I'm at with it too. So, good energy, generous. I like a generous woman. She got to be generous. If she don't come out the pocket, she can't see me. A woman has to invest in me and in my program for me to want to see you. So those 3: respect. Any ounce of disrespect, any moment of a tone of voice, you got to go. I mean, you got to go. And then number 2, you got to suck dick. If you don't suck dick, I can't fuck with you. You can't be. You got to make love to my dick. If you don't, bye. And then number 3, it's just the energy, overall energy. We could do something. We don't have to do something. I never want to be around with a chick that has to be out all the time. I love a chick that will go with my plans and my flow. And if you could do that, well, I can roll with you. And that's it.
Good shit, bro. Good shit. Yeah. Hey, fellas, like I say, even if you don't have 5, have you some rules that you don't bend or break, man. It'll make your life much easier when it comes to this dating game. So, yeah, man, that's EO's top 3 rules.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That number 1 spot takes care of the rest.
Yeah.
That number one takes care of about 50 things. Because if
Right.
she don't respect you, you gotta have that respect, bro. So
Right.
you know, and
That's
that only happens by pure masculinity and the ability to walk away from her ass. That's the only way that's gonna happen.
right.
So if she senses at all that you sweat her, or that you gotta see her a lot, or that you gotta text her a lot, or you want to know where she's at, you lose her respect.
Right. Right. Right.
If you don't
Right,
have
bro.
number one, I don't give a fuck about any other rule you
Yeah.
have.
Respect is a must. Like for me, I'm the same way. You can't even if you look like you even thinking like you want to get an elevated tone, you got to go. Like I don't have time for it. I got baby mamas, and those are the only people that I kind of borderline even tolerate that shit. Even them, they get it too crazy. I gotta hang up the phone or whatever. Get that fuck out of my face. So anybody else, you can't even look like you think you getting up the courage to elevate your tone, or you got to go. If you in my car, I'm turning around, dropping your ass off. If you in my house, you got to get the fuck up out of my crib. If I'm on a date, I'm gone. Check, please. Um, I can't do it. Respect is a must for me. You're right. It'll fix up. It'll fix a lot of bullshit, man. Respect.
That's facts, man. That's facts. Yeah, like I said, I mean the rest. You know, I'll be able to create what I want to create out of a woman because I'll notice her talents. So
Right.
like I'll recognize her talents and then I'll cultivate them. She even if she don't know she has a talent, I will introduce her to a talent that she has. So I could do the rest. I'm a good ass coach, but if you come in with a bad attitude or thinking you know it all or thinking that your treatment to the last 10 dudes you dealt with don't work with me, bitch, you in for a rude motherfucking awakening because you're about to get canceled. So, you know, like that's my number one thing. I'd rather sit in my house by myself with a nice dinner that I picked up for myself and a movie or listen to some podcast than to be sitting up with your ass with a negative attitude. Bitch, please get the
For
fuck out
real,
of here.
bro. For real, bro. For real. I can't. I'm big. I'm big on energy. Like I can feel a motherfucker's energy, and if that shit is off, you gotta get the fuck away from me, man. That's dudes, women, whoever. Like if your energy is bad, especially a bitch, like if you got bad energy, because I'm already doing you a favor by even allowing you in the presence of such greatness. So if you can't, you got to be right to get around me. If you wasting space, if you're not, you know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. If you around me and you're not getting right, you like, I feel like that you wasting space and you kind of unbalancing the universe because I could be putting this ism and this great experience into somebody else's life and they can take what they get from me and they can share it with their sons or take that positivity, that positive energy and this great experience and spread it to the world and it makes the world a better place. I think like this. So if you own some other shit, you gotta go. You fucking up my duty to make the world a better place. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, I
You know
love
what
that
I'm saying?
mindset. I love that mindset. That's the best mindset any man can have right there. That's the best mindset any man can have. So I dig that and I feel the same way. I hear that.
Yeah.
Yep.
So last question I gotta ask you. And this too I tell guys, right? Because I know a lot of guys don't like when they approach women or deal with women, they may have confidence in other areas, but they don't have confidence when it comes to dating and women. And I believe that comes from not knowing your value, right? So with you, what are 5 ways that you can upgrade a woman's life or make a woman's life better or make a woman existence better? You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah, one big way is to not put up with her bullshit. Because if I don't put up with her bullshit, now she's got to go back to the drawing board and start challenging herself. See, if you would let her bullshit you, you're continuing her bullshit. So while I disrespect her bullshit and say, nah, bitch, not with me. You better go back and fix that shit up and come back, start over.
Right.
Just like you would do with anybody. You know, just like you would do with anybody. Nah, not today, bitch. Take that motherfucking attitude back over there, fix that shit, and come back to me with a smile. And then the fact that you can do that at any time, it's gonna bring the best out of women. If I keep her in her sickness, because that's sickness, man. To me, that's a form of sickness.
Right.
If I let you stay like that, I enable you to stay like that. What, for a little bit of pussy? Fuck your pussy, bitch. Like that.
Right.
I truly feel like that. Fuck your pussy. I can get pussy anytime I want. All I just gotta do is go get in my black Mercedes and it just goes somewhere, pull up, and just that's it. The game is over. So for me, your pussy means nothing. Like to me.
Right.
So, for me, it's just like I think the fact that I stay 100% authentic at all times to myself, that will naturally bring the best out in a woman. So I don't know if I actually answered your question, but that's how I heard the question. So for me, it's like, while I stay true to myself, it will motivate the woman to stay true to herself. If I'm a phony with myself, the woman's gonna be a phony with herself, and then we're gonna be phony with each other.
Right.
But if I stay true to myself, that will motivate the woman to be like, damn, this motherfucker is the real deal. I never met anybody like this in my life. This vibe, this energy, the way he talks, how he's not tied to anything too much. Like, I love that freedom. I want that freedom. So I help women get motherfucking freedom. But here's kind of a downside to that. It's kind of a downside if you look at it, but in a way, it's a beautiful thing. When you introduce a person to their toxicity and you help them heal that, you can expect them to not want you anymore because now they don't need you anymore.
Wow.
So just know this, that like I've had this happen so many times where people were attracted to me because of their sickness. And I became, not because I was trying to be a Captain Save-A-Ho or trying to be someone's savior, but naturally I am constantly evaluating myself to stay true to me and remove my own toxicity. So as a result of being in my presence, I am clearing out her bullshit. So she's starting to see like, damn, I didn't even need that. And damn, I don't even need this. And damn, I really don't need all this. And then by the time you show her how much she doesn't need all of that, she actually doesn't even need you anymore either.
Damn, bro. Heavy. Good shit. Got my man Afi, man. Say what up to Mr. King Fee in the building. Two of the flyest in the manosphere, man. What y'all call it? The manosphere, the flyest, freshest motherfucker. My favorite. I love the way y'all dress. I wish I could dress like that. Y'all see me do my shit. I be having on black t-shirts, and it's hot down here. You know what I'm saying? We gotta wear t-shirts and shit like that. But yeah, man, two of my favorites, man. What's up?
That's what's up. What's going on, brother? EO?
Hey, man, what's happening, bro? What's going on, man? I like the background, bro. I like that little brick wall. Like that yellow brick wall.
This the little side little area over here in my house, you know. It's the side area. Yeah.
Sure.
You gotta have a side area, man, for these hoes. You gotta have it to where you say where you want to go, over here, over here. That's how you do it. That's when bitches come through. That when they come in, where you at? When I open the door and shit for them, that's the first thing. Where you at? I could be upstairs, living room, downstairs. Where you at? We doing upstairs today. Let's discuss it up there.
But that was all I had for you, EO, man. I wanted to dig in your chest and pick your brain, and I wanted guys to see where you come from, how you develop your style, how you develop your game, and they can pick the gems out of the game that you spitting. You know what I mean? So I do appreciate you, man. I really appreciate you for coming on to, lacing the platform with the ism, lacing the universe with the game. I really appreciate that, man.
Yeah, man, it's been a pleasure. And like I said, I knew you would ask good ass questions because you're a great interviewer, man. You got a good ass mind, dude. I like your mind, and I feel like you're very authentic. So, and I see actually very little ego in you. I'll be honest with you. When I hear your messages and I look in your eyes, I see very little ego. And so I think you got some good ass game, dude. So yeah,
I had to work on that, bro, because I was all ego.
There's an honesty. There's an honesty in your eyes, right? That I see. There's a truth. There's a truth there.
Yo, so, I can vouch for him because we talk. He really like to help people, bro. I just want to vouch for him. Like a lot of guys, they make the videos and they're one way, and then you talk to these motherfuckers and then they're on some other shit or just seem different. Like. He's the real deal, and he really likes to help people too, man.
Yeah, I see that. I see that helpful. I see that. I see that in your eyes.
I be doing consultations for free sometimes, man. Sometimes, man, cats they hit me up on Instagram, and I be feeling so bad. I just like, man, just call me, man. If I'm driving, I put my
somebody like
yeah, man.
Just like on my comments and saying some stupid shit.
Damn, I'm the complete opposite, bro. I'm the complete opposite. See, I think these motherfuckers pay because if they don't pay, in my mind, they're not going to absorb it. So they got to invest. Like if they don't invest, I'm actually doing a disservice to them. So charge them motherfuckers, bro, for real.
Oh yeah, I definitely get my money. I definitely get my coins now. But it's just certain cases where I see, sometimes, or even like with my consultations, like it gets so deep that I let them go an extra 30 minutes and shit, man, because I started to do this. I honestly didn't think there was no money in this shit. Honestly, I wanted to write a book a long time ago and shit like that. And I knew that the way to promote a book these days was through these type of channels. So, but when I first started, I didn't know how I was going to make money and shit. I got courses and shit now from seeing other YouTubers do that shit. I was like, well, shit, I'm going to make me a course. But I genuinely just wanted to, I feel like I feel like my game, teach a guy, is gonna make the world a better place. Because I don't like the world that I'm living in. I don't like sometimes dealing with certain type of women, and they are used to a certain type of thing, and then they bring that shit to me, and then I gotta put on a player boost and knock that shit down. I don't like having to do that. I don't like to see my little brother, be going through it with bitches, and my little cousins, they going through it with bitches because they don't know no game. They don't know the game. So I figure like, why not take what I got? I have I have an abundance of experience. I've been through a lot. Why not take this and teach guys so we can make the world a better place and ultimately balance out the universe? Because I feel like the universe right now, the world is we at an imbalance with feminine energy being more commonplace with the world, with the way things are going. So that's why I really, that's what I wanted to do. So, a lot of the times it'd be like, all right, man, we had an hour, but okay, guy, I'll get you 30 more minutes, or, just call me when you have a problem. Or a lot of my shit, like my consultations, I check up on them. I text them, hey, what you got going on? How did that situation work? I don't know. That's just me, bro. That's just me.
King J, me real quick, I'm in the middle, man. Like, it's certain guys who been fucking on my shit long enough that I've interacted with them enough to where
they should know, right?
Okay. Let me say like this, like down real wide. I'm pretty sure both of y'all know who he is.
Right.
Yeah. So I'll just send him shit, just because I know he got game and he can really understand the shit because when we make these videos, we want to teach, but we want it to resonate with some. And I feel like when we know that our message resonates with others, it gives us a feeling. So like him, it's like, if I make a fire Patreon drop, I just send it to him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Even if he's not on there, because I know he gonna get it. Because, a lot of these cats, they just. So look, I'm gonna just read a comment. This is from. It's just a teachable lesson. It didn't piss me off or anything, but it's just to prove a point of like how people's mindset is. So I had this guy on here, and he's commenting on the video. He says, "I cannot hear this broad. I'm gonna watch a couple more of your videos, and if they seem lazy, I'm not coming back. I'm out." I hit him back like, bro, your energy's bad. Just unsubscribe. I don't even want cats like you watching my shit. I can tell what kind of cats you are. Just who would say that's some shit you think. You don't tell somebody, I don't like this video because I can't hear the broad that good. So I'm gonna test a few more of your videos out. Like they lazy. I'm out. No, nigga, just right now.
I almost want to know who it is, because I had a dude like that too.
If you watch some of my videos and you like it, I'm not gonna like that. Like, no, man, keep your same energy. You supposed to do that shit in private. You supposed to watch a couple of videos and then come with your shit. You don't watch one video and be like, I'm gonna peep a couple of more, and I tell you, I don't want to know if you like them, bro. Just watch a couple of videos. Don't say shit, and if you like it, say some shit, and if you don't, then I won't never know, because you shouldn't be saying shit.
Yeah. Right. I'm off the record. I'm gonna call him and ask you who that guy. It's probably the same dude that be on me. But you just little bitch ass dudes, man. Bitch ass, just losing niggas just sit up on the internet, man, and just spread their negativity. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna either build or destroy. And some people just like to destroy, whether it's other people's energy, good times, or whatever, But I had a dude like that. I just recently started. At first I would reply, to try to see if I can get dudes to think a certain type of way. But now I just put them niggas on goofy time. Like one dude, I think it's probably the same dude, man. He was like,
what? I just real quick, I don't care about the assholes, but the niggas who think they smart, I gotta get your ass.
Yeah.
You smart on my shit, man. You don't get content. If you know so much, then you make shit. And
Right.
Your shit. You make shit and let me rate your shit. Then we can rate each other.
Right. Or tell you how I should deliver my content. Man, kiss my fucking ass. Fuck out of here with that bullshit. But dude was like, yeah, man, you too long-winded in your videos, man. I've had enough. I don't think I can take it no more. Like, why? What would even fix your brain to even say that? Like,
yeah, like if you can think it, but why even acknowledge it? That's how you feel.
If that is, I don't know, bro. I've never left a negative comment a day in my life, bro. On YouTube.
But that's the same dude that's gonna talk himself out of getting pussy and talk himself out of getting money. So like, that's the same dude that just talks too much, you know. So, but hey, guys, I'm out of here. Good to see Afi pop in and King Dre, man. It's always a pleasure. But I'm gonna make it clear one last time that I charge everybody for everything. I charge for everything. Now I will go a little bit longer, and because if it, you know, because I see that they need it. But just think about when you get some free food, man. You might pick at the food and be like, man, fuck this food. This shit ain't even that good. But if you order something and pay for it, like you pick it, you're going to sit there with a fucking fork and knife and eat that shit slow with a big-ass smile on your face because you just paid some money for it. So it's in the best interest of the person to invest.
To invest in themselves. You're right about that.
So because I don't do this shit for free. I like money too much. I like what I like too much to do it for free. Fuck that.
Right.
I'm in it for the money. Fuck that. If you do good, you know, I'll give you my best, but I need your motherfucking paper. So, but anyway, man, I'm out of here. Much love to you guys. All right.
All right, man. Appreciate you for coming on, big dog.
Yeah, I appreciate you, brother. Peace.
All right, man. Oh shit. Hey, Afi, beam back up, bro. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right. There we go. My bad, bro.
Oh, good.
Hey, what's going on, fam?
Nothing. I was just on Modern Life dating shit, but I got off. Because they start getting too much into Christianity and shit. I don't want to touch.
Oh shit. Okay.
No, yeah, it be certain little things that I don't want to be a part of.
Right. I'm the same way, bro.
Not against it. Just like. You know, when it's not I just don't want to talk about it. You know,
right.
I don't matter. Right. It don't matter if there's a lot of people in there. I don't want to, because the reason why is because guys will get hella passionate about shit you don't care about. So it's like lose. Like I don't even really care about this shit all like that. I'm gonna just say my little. I don't want to argue or debate because this particular topic doesn't hit my soul like that. You know.
Right. Hey, I feel you on that, bro. What's going on with you though, man?
Oh man, chilling.
Hey, that stream last night was fire, bro. If any of y'all on my Patreon, I look tired as fuck, right? If you saw the video I dropped on Patreon today, I was tired as fuck when I did that shit. That was because I was watching Afi's stream last night. That shit was fire. He had the dude LFA on there, and Solo came through, which was pretty funny. But yeah, man, good shit. That was a good one, bro.
It was a good look, bro. And even then, like, it was just good. See, that's what I'm saying, bro. You guys just don't, man, it'd be so many lessons and things that you miss. So let me give you one. You had two people, two big time YouTube guys. So that's 100,000 right there. 50, what's 50 and 60 plus another 10. So that's like 120 right there for y'all. All in one platform. But the point of it is, you know, Solo had made some shit about LFA. So that you see him, and then you know, maybe if they had a riff, maybe they didn't. But to see those brothers in there chopping it up, chopping game, man, that's what we do. That's what we're supposed to be doing. Right.
Like I try to
arguing and shit, you know.
I try to present when I do these interviews, man. I try to present them in a way that you can use your brain. I don't want to ask little questions like, well, how do you cold approach a woman? What do you say to a woman? Fuck that shit. I'm
gonna be real, bro. I'm gonna tell you a secret. Well, I'm telling all y'all a secret. I reached out to ARC today, bro. And
for real, damn.
And even though, you know, like you know, some people like he made the video about me, whatever. But I feel like people are making a mockery out of him. Just let him do his videos, but don't have him on the panels just to like question the marriage shit and why this and what your book said this. Now you just the man knows shit, bro. And I'm just watching it like. They just ridicule it. Just damn, he knows some shit. Let's talk about the shit that he knows.
No, right.
Make a mockery out of, oh, you said this, but you really mean this, and now you're doing this. Like, you can have fun with it a little bit, but for it to be the whole time, like, no, bro, let's pick his brain. and then that way he can teach. You got to give people the opportunity to teach. That's what
right.
doing.
Because this shit
on and just had a name and just it's not just it's this right now. Like me and you can shoot the shit to the point where it can turn into a Patreon video just like that.
Right.
Whether it's entertaining or not, you know, you got to put people in position to teach, and that's why King Dre will interview somebody. Guys, he knows sometimes the answer to the question, but he's giving E a chance to teach you guys. He's teaching through him to you.
Right.
Y'all do that?
Right. That's why I asked it the way I asked. And the thing too is like a lot of these people don't realize that there are kids watching this shit, high school kids or some guy in college that have no father, no confidence, no game, no nothing. And this content is literally changing his life for the better. I realize that. So I feel like it's my duty to not engage in bullshit and you know, and all of that old crazy shit, and use my platform and use the opportunity. I'm big on opportunities these days. I was talking about that I think it was last week on my stream about opportunities. Use the opportunity that I have to kind of change, you know, help people out, because like I say, I understand everybody didn't come up like me. Everybody don't have the knowledge and experience. And some niggas out here are just shells, and they need the ism. Why not? I got 2 hours. Why waste that 2 hours on fucking bullshit when I can, you know, help somebody become better, you know, and in the end, I'll be rewarded for that. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I don't just like the comment that I read, like, bro, like man, like I don't know, it's crazy, like, bro, like because I don't know you, so it'd be different if it's somebody I'm familiar with, and then they have they usually watch my shit, and now they have a different opinion about I said something. Then I can clarify some shit, but I never even seen you before. So
what was that, a YouTube comment or Instagram?
No, it was a YouTube comment.
Okay, I want to know. I want to know.
It was a Principal Bay one.
Principal Bay one. Did you delete it? I'm gonna go look.
No, it's the Tales from the Underworld, Principal Bay, when I'm talking to her live.
Okay. Yeah, I wonder because I got a feeling it's probably the same dude that be on my shit, but I put him on Goofy Time, bro. I just blocked him. Like, you're goofy, bro.
Yellow card would say something.
Yeah, I ain't got over that yet. Like, to where comments don't bother me, because I just don't understand why you like that. Why are you like that? Like, I be trying to wrap my mind around that shit, bro.
You know, some guys say slick shit in the comments because they don't think you're gonna respond, because they used to, you know, they think sometimes the people make the videos and it's over so they can get away with saying shit.
Right. But you know what I noticed too, when I do respond, I start to get more comments like that. So I just stop now.
Yeah, I used to be responding. Most people drop videos, they just heart your shit. They don't
respond
to your shit.
Right. But yeah, I said I'm not gonna respond to shit like that no more, because it's a lot of the shit with these dudes, man, is monkey see, monkey do. You know what I'm saying? So you know, they see you they get energy from being negative, and then, you know, here you go, now you got a whole bunch of negative comments, and you know, it kind of sets the tone for the type of community you have, and I don't want that type of community. You know what I'm saying? So niggas say something negative or anything out of the way, I'm putting you on Goofy Time, I'm blocking you, and you'll never know it. So you know what I'm saying? You be commenting and wondering if people.
Sometimes I be in the mood and sometimes I don't too, and that's just the luck of the draw right there. You know, I could, you know, I could be in a real boss mode where I'm like, fuck you, you troll, you fucking peasant. But then I could be in a little irritated. The person who's saying the comment, they don't know when it's gonna be though. I might be feeling real fly, or I might be feeling real froggy, and you don't know. Whenever I read that shit, that's what you're gonna get.
Right.
I might just say fuck you, or I might not say nothing. It just depends on how I'm feeling. If I read that shit and some bitch done piss me off, you might get cooked.
Right.
Take your chance.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, you know how to bring niggas out on the comments. Hey man, let me know who in here. It's how I be feeling. If you own my shit, speak when you're in my house, man. I know your mom taught you that. Speak, say it. Make yourself known. Hey, shout out to Dre, or peace from fucking Toronto, Canada.
I hate the secret watches. I'm always about I don't really, to be honest, bro, I don't really care about how many viewers I get. I care about who was in there.
The level of engagement.
Yeah. You know,
the quality of engagement.
I remember like when we when I did a drop on you. It's on Patreon and it's on my wrestling channel. And I did a game breakdown. That one, I just went live on my wrestling because at the time, but before that, I can't go live on there now like that. But well, actually, I can now. But then it's different. Anyways, so I went live on there, and King Solomon was the only one on there on that live, and he just watched the movie with me and shit. But I know that. I talked to him on the phone, so we just talked. We watching the movie, and he like paused it, and then we just talked, and then it was tight. We did that shit for like 45 minutes.
Oh yeah, that's what's up. Hey, if you in here, press 1. If you in here, you like the content, you feeling the interview, you fucking with me and Afi, press 1 if you in here. Speak to me. Show your face, motherfucker. I be wanting to know what. That's why I like Instagram. Yeah, I like going live on Instagram.
They don't play that shit over there, really.
I like Instagram.
They don't play that shit over there because I'll go over there. It just depends, bro. Like sometimes I be feeling like, all right, you know, you want to go, but then sometimes I just be chilling though. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Right now I'm chilling, so somebody say some shit, I entertained a little bit just because
I'm chilling too. I'm about to take me a fucking nap, bro. I was up to like 5 o'clock in the morning, man, because I was watching your shit. Cause I plan out my videos and how to do it and like when I would do it. But your shit came on. I was like, "It's gonna be good. I know it's gonna be good." And that motherfucker was good.
Someone was drunk.
Yeah, he was. He was.
I was like, "Damn, did he show us that nigga? Your ass drunk?" That's what right. All this shit.
Right. I say, "Damn, man, I'm gonna watch it. I know it's probably gonna be 2 hours." I was like, "Damn, this shit going on, but I can't stop watching this shit." By the time I got to actually record my video, it was damn near 2 o'clock in the morning. And I got a new setup, and I got a new I was using like Windows Movie Maker and shit, but you can't do a lot of shit with that. So I got a new program to edit my shit. So I'm trying to figure this shit out. By the time I got done and uploaded, bro, it was like 5:30, bro. Then I had to get up, fucking 7:38, make my kids breakfast. And I'm about to take a nap, bro. I'm about to be out of there.
What I'm doing is fire, bro. You're gonna love it, bro.
The what?
This podcast. The only thing I gotta add is the ending to it. You're gonna love this shit, bro.
Okay, yeah, definitely send it to me, bro. ASAP.
And that is gonna piss me off too, because it's so many. Call me after it's so many gems that people gonna miss out.
Yeah,
bro. But yeah. I was even because I listened to it. I listened to it already, and I'm like, "Ooh, man, this is fucking gold, man."
Yeah.
Pat's only gonna get the important parts, the highlighted parts. When she says something like a statement, like, "Oh, okay, I get it," but it's so much subtle stuff.
Yeah, a lot of y'all guys, y'all got to learn how to see the game that's not really presented as game. If you get what I'm saying. You got to kind of dig through the not the mud, but you got to kind of learn how to recognize game when people talking. You know, you'll become better like that. Like with the questions that I asked EO, I didn't ask EO, how did you get laid? How did you do this? I didn't ask Afi no shit like that either. I asked them questions about their life, and it's hella game in that shit. If you can, the reason I do it like that is so, number one, you can see that, okay, you know, we fuck up just like y'all fuck up. The difference is in the mentality. That's number one. And see that we ain't no like godly figures or no shit like that. We human beings with the same experiences you got. And I also ask them like that so you can use your fucking brain. You know what I'm saying? And not just ask no cookie cutter bullshit, because when you use your brain to figure something out, it's gonna mean that much more to you than somebody just handing you the shit. You know what I'm saying? King Dre, you should do a part 2 to males looking for female validation. I don't even remember me doing a part 1. I be recording them shits and just throwing them on, bro. If I did a part 1, what was the title to it? I couldn't even tell you, bro. I don't remember part 1. So
I think it's good, man, that everybody, it's like we really got a little community and everybody support each other, because there's a lot of sectors and shit where it's just a bunch of dudes who just talk shit and want to like compete with each other, man. And
I'm definitely not partaking in none of that, because I didn't get on here to do that. You know what I'm saying? And I've been doing that my whole life. And I told myself that I will never, you know, partake in it, especially beefing with other guys. It's like, man, y'all not my enemies. You know what I'm saying? Niggas on the internet is not my enemy. So I'm definitely like, you probably never see me engage in that ever, bro. So I like this shit though. Like niggas got, you know, good vibes, and you can meet cats from all the way across the world that share the same experiences as you. You know, got the same mentality. It's kind of cool, bro.
Yeah, y'all already got something in common and shit, you know.
Yeah.
Like I said, I didn't even know LFA rock with the wrestling. That was pretty cool to find out.
Oh yeah. I used to be, man, that wrestling back in the days, man. That's where I got my swag from, bro.
Watch
Wrestling,
this,
bro.
it's gonna be good, man. I'm gonna edit it. I'm gonna edit in that shit and all of that shit. That shit gonna be fire.
That's what's up. Hey, how y'all like the camera shit? The cameras are good quality and shit. Like, how does that shit look? The mic, how the mic sound and the shit.
It sound good. It look good.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
I gotta get one of those. I'm gonna get one of those. The mics where it got like that you clip on. That's not big and like bulky like this.
Yeah.
So
that's what's
up, man. And my boy got the Burberry. Where you be fresh, bro? That's a Burberry.
Oh yeah, man.
That's a Burberry. Y'all be fresh. Y'all the freshest motherfuckers in the land. I dress, bro. Don't get me wrong, but like I don't put it like it's not my priority. You know what I'm saying?
You made me think of that's what I was gonna say, bro. So like, say you interviewing a chick, right?
Right.
So the person just with the natural ears, they're gonna hear her answers. What they need to pay attention to is what you're saying, how you're saying it, and then how she responds should be the third part.
Right.
But they want to just hear what she say. Like if you ask a woman, looks, money, status, they like, okay, what what's the answer? You know? But they not listening to what you saying to her and like how she responding, when to pull back, when to let women talk too much, when to interject them, when to fucking cut them off, just to establish dominance.
Right.
Just not to be an asshole, but just to let her know every now and then, like, hey, I'm still the coach.
Right.
You do an audible right now.
Right.
Because if you let them go too far, they'll think that it's they shit.
Mm-hmm.
Every now and then, just like these long ass YouTube videos on YouTube, when you get monetized, they let you go for so long, commercial break.
Mm-hmm.
Just to let you know, yeah, you got this. This is fire game, man.
Right.
Just because you got this 4-hour stream, nigga, we throwing a soap commercial in the middle of your shit, and you ain't gonna do nothing about it.
Right.
This you talking shit, but this is our shit.
Right.
Just in case you forgot.
Right.
Like, yeah, we spent a fire game, damn, and then just here come a commercial and shit. You skip it.
You know? Right. It's this one, the truth about nice guys, the real reason women are attracted to. I don't even remember doing that, bro. Is that a live I did? Bro, like my man Afi called it gas, but I got gas for days. I just be doing the shit and putting it up. I don't even remember that, bro. It may was alive. If it was alive, then I'd probably do another one. But
it was alive.
Yeah, that probably was alive then, especially if the title was that long. So I get this question. At what period in time did you finally understand female nature, and what did you do to? The term female nature is y'all make bitches sound like they fucking the boogeyman, bro. Like
Hold on,
you know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, I don't know, bro. Since a kid, bro, I knew bitches wasn't shit when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? It's like
female nature.
They're not the boogeyman, bro. They're not the big. I understand it and I get it. I know a lot of you guys didn't have the experience or was in an environment to where you knew this type of shit. So I'm not making fun of you, but it's just like mind-boggling to me that like you motherfuckers, a lot of you motherfuckers is grown at 40 and y'all just not figuring out what bitch is about. Like I knew this shit when I was a kid. Before I started dating, dealing with women, I was listening to songs about how bitches ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Like my fucking this nigga for crazy. My you know, I it's just I always knew it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I always knew what women were about. You know, coming up, listening to music and Trick Daddy, JT Money, Snoop, you know, and
around women too.
Yeah, being around them and paying attention. You know what I'm saying? Being around them and paying attention, man. I got my grandma, my aunts, watching them, my older cousins, like on my mom's side, like just watching them, the women in the neighborhood, seeing what women like growing up in the neighborhood. Is you grow up, you seeing it as a kid, you're hearing it in music. You grow up and it just is what it is. So
yeah, this shit cool. Young Fly Flyers, he's a cool dude. Tony Bahama,
that's my boy,
bro.
That's my boy, man. My boy Biz. Exactly. Use that same interaction when you talk to these bros. We going over their heads after. Yeah, dude, bro. Tommy Bahama, what's going on? You did a clip of it for YouTube and Patreon. Yeah, I don't know. I have to check, but I don't know. Maybe I'll do a part 2. Part 1 should be good enough, though. Niggas be wanting me to do a part 2 on this. Niggas, you didn't get part 1? You know what I'm saying?
It's like, you don't want to see the complete thing. We telling stories, man. We telling stories. Y'all ain't even getting the complete story.
Yeah. It's a live you did about a month ago. Okay, well, yeah, it probably was a live then. You say, I listened to those same songs, but I ended up a blue pill sucker. And it sucks for you. I think we all had a little blue pill. I had some blue pill moments in my life, but for the majority of my life, no. But there've been some women that got the best of me. I can't even front and lie. There have been a couple women that have gotten the best of me. So I took a couple L's, but
The biggest L's I took with women is treating the ones I like I like them.
Yeah.
That's what I made a mistake. And you don't have, it's not about like treating women like shit or nothing like that, but women know when you care. When women know you care, they know they can get away with shit.
Right.
And then see, the thing is this is fire game. See, the thing is this. See, when the women start doing it, it's not always a plan to break you. You see what I'm saying? So let me unpack it. Like, so a woman, she does little shit just to fuck with you. Just little shit. Like, say she used to usually wash the dishes and she don't wash the dishes and she tells you she was tired. And you'd be like, all right, well, you wash them. Then after 2 or 3 times, you washing them the whole time now.
Right.
So the thing is they'll do little shit with no plan, but sometimes when they do little shit, the way that you respond turns them off. So when they're doing the shit test, they're not even thinking about they're being going to be turned off, but the way you respond to them, they're like, well, damn, I don't really like how he make me feel now. So you dig your own grave at that point because you were doing fine, and if you see when you do the shit testing, then you don't get shit tested as much because you put a bitch on defense.
Right.
She's gonna be on defense, so she ain't got time to be fucking with you if you always fucking. You feel me? And if you have a dominance mindset and just a boss level of thinking, if she go to try to tip, see if I get a bitch and she go tit for tat with me, I'm gonna make her feel stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we can go and I'm gonna make her feel stupid afterwards. Like, no, bitch, you can't fuck with me, and I'm gonna show you how. I'm gonna show you how you can't fuck with me, and then she'll know not the next time not to try it. Because sometimes this is fire game. Look, so sometimes you want to check a bitch, but sometimes you want to give a bitch a lesson.
Mm-hmm.
Teach her a lesson. Sometimes it's not always about checking her and saying, "Hey, don't do that. I don't like that." You want to teach her a lesson.
Right.
You want to let her know she fucked up, why she fucked up, and why she better not do it again. And you don't have to verbally tell her this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You show her. You let the plan. You just drop the plan for her, and then she let her figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Right. And she'll figure it out and reconfirm with you, and then you tell her the new program that you set.
Right.
Because she fucked up. That's how you teach the lessons.
Right. Fire. What's up? What's Solos? Don DeMarco.
Marco. Yeah, man. That's how you teach the lessons.
EO has been my coach and teaching me the game and made me more aware of women. That's what's up, bro. It's never too late. My boy said, Tommy Bahama says, I said, sucks for you. Fair enough. It's just as long as you learn, bro. You know, as long as you learn. The thing is, just like you took L's throughout your life, shit, I've been a player all my life. I still took the same L's. I took L's too. You know what I'm saying? The difference is I don't let them get to me. I keep it moving. I understand that is what it is. I'm not letting it get me down to where it's fucking with my confidence. I just okay, I picked the wrong bitch. I ignored the red flags because the bitch was light skinned and got pretty hair and all that shit. You know, it is what it is.
Oh,
man.
yeah, and listening to them too. That's how I took L's, listening to them. Like when women say, like a woman would tell me, say we're getting into it or some shit. She say, we don't go out enough. So then I will be like, oh, okay, well, that's the problem. We don't go out enough. So then I'll go out more, and then the problem is fixed.
Right.
That type of shit.
L, major L.
Yeah.
I hate the way women communicate sometimes.
But just shit like that, like, you know, you don't never go to church with me. Okay, well, let me go to church with her, and then it's fixed. No, that don't work like that. You think she'll be like happy and thank you. Then guess what? She gonna create something else for you to change. And then after like 5 or 10 changes, you a different motherfucker now. Didn't even realize how you transform.
All right. He says, out of these three, which gives you the most joy and fulfillment in the world? Seeing your business grow or seeing your kids grow? Definitely my kids, bro. It's amazing. It's amazing, bro. It's crazy, and it's like seeing a little you just grow and to develop and to become their own and have their own little style and their own little attitude and fucking little. It's crazy, bro. It's the most amazing shit in the world. And to watch them from babies, shit crazy. Actually watching them come out, you know what I'm saying? Shit is crazy. That is definitely more fulfilling for me. Or better question, out of everything in life, what gives you the most fulfillment in life? I don't know, bro. There's a lot of things that fulfill me, but for the most, I would have to say with my kids, bro. You know, being there for my kids, teaching them things, and you know that they like my youngest son is 9, and it's crazy because they know more about money at 9 and 10 years old, my boys, than I did when I was 25. And at 25, you know what I'm saying? I had money at 25, but they know more about it as little kids than I do now. And to see that the things that I teach them, like my youngest son, he wants to like open up a restaurant. This motherfucker got the name for it. He got the whole menu with the prices and every fucking thing. Just seeing shit like that and you knowing that you taught them that and you seeing it become fruitful is very fulfilling. But that don't mean go and have kids because it's another side to having kids, bro. So don't you know, if I had to advise you, don't do it. But mine is, so it is what it is. Not now until you get established, you know. Not to say don't ever have kids, but just make sure it's with the right person at the right moment, you know.
I'm gonna say for me, just helping people and manifesting my dreams.
Right.
Things that I think about wanting to do and just seeing shit, just like last night. I fucking said I was gonna interview him before I made content. And it happened last night. You know?
That's what's up, bro.
And like I was telling you before when we was talking privately, like it's one thing for guys to let you because that's what they do, and you know. But for them to come to you, it's better. It shows a respect thing, you know.
Right.
Especially cats who don't do shit like that often. Like some people are always on panels, you know what I'm saying? But like for instance, BOA, when we did our interview, that was his first one. He didn't do them shit.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Box Office, he didn't do them interviews. That was
my first time. That was my first time too. I actually never been on another panel. I only been on your shit.
Yeah.
Well, shit.
Everybody you want to talk to is in the same place. Shit. even if it ain't me. It's somebody over there you talk to. You know, somebody you want to.
Yeah, I ain't gonna be on here. I ain't gonna be on too much longer, bro. I got about 5 more minutes. I'm starving and I'm sleepy as fuck, bro. Like I ain't getting no sleep and I'm starving. Man, mom, so I gotta give me some need shit. Y'all ask y'all questions, man. If y'all got some questions for me or Afi, y'all let me know, bro. Put them in the comments. Blessings to the congregation. I'm actually gonna leave this one up. I'm not gonna throw this one on Patreon. So early Christmas.
Oh, happy birthday to King Solomon. Happy birthday, brother. It's his birthday.
Who birthday?
King yada yada. King Solomon.
Happy birthday, bro. King Solomon. Happy birthday, bro. You say Drake catching itis. Now, I'm just sleepy, bro. I haven't even eaten. Bro. I ate earlier, like at 9. Well, it's about that time. In the gym, listening, finally ripping more weight than my body weight on the bench. Been a struggle. My chest ain't naturally strong. Yeah, I got to. I was able to do that, man. But I don't know, the heavy lifting thing. I ain't really too into like super. I would rather lift until I get until I burn versus like heavy and strength and all that shit. Like trying to max out on the bench press and all that. Fuck all that. That's just my style.
Podcast, bro.
Huh?
Should I drop it today or no?
Yeah, said drop it. Drop it, bro.
I'm gonna put this on the Patreon so cats can see this shit too, bro.
On the Patreon, this one right here?
Yeah, this is some good game. Like if you know what, bro? It's cats who on my Patreon that don't even keep up with my YouTube. Does that make sense? Like they won't. Yeah. It's people on my Patreon who this shit's weird to me. They own my Patreon, but they don't keep up with my YouTube videos. So say like if say the one with me and EO, right? They got blocked. That one is like a few days old, right?
Right.
If I drop that on my Patreon today, people will comment like it's new, but it's been on YouTube all week. Make sense?
Right.
Yeah.
If you had, it's a good question. If you had 100% accomplished one goal you had this year by December, which would it be? It'd be to write my book and put it out.
Yeah.
Write a book and put my book out, bro.
I want to be received well though too. I mean, that's why I ain't done with it. If I put it like this, if it was about money, I could put out anything at this point and niggas will buy it. Now, well, I'm not saying I could put out anything, like niggas don't fuck with me that hard, but what I'm saying is if I make a how-to book, $9.99, niggas will buy that shit because y'all like pussy a lot. So y'all know I know how to get bitches. So I don't think that I would not sell. Like I might not even sell. Cats put it like this. Cats would spend $10 with me one time because they know the book gonna be somewhat decent just because of what I know. Even if it's bad, it'll be somewhat decent. So cats will spend that $10 with me that one time more faster than they'll give me $5 a month.
Right.
You know, right. But just like this. Like I create content on my shit. It'd be for y'all, but it'd be for me too. Like I take pride in making shit that's entertaining enough that if I wasn't on there talking, I could still listen to it.
Right.
And sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't be talking that much, and I just listen.
Right.
But I can just, Well, I say the same thing. I say the same thing.
But yeah, man. Go ahead.
Oh no, just the one thing is just like I think if you just throw anything out there for the first time, then even if you had heat the second time, niggas not gonna fuck with it. Mm-hmm. It's like it's kind of like burning the bridge. You do some quick shit to have a product to sell real quick. Because if you sell 1,000 books, say if you got 1,000 subscribers, so say everybody buy a book, that's 10 racks, right? I mean, wait, yeah. So, but did I say that right? Yeah, 1,000.
1,000 times 10. 1,000 times
100 racks. Excuse me, 100 racks.
Let me see. I'm mad fault, bro. It's been a while. 1,000 times.
Yeah, 1,000 times 100, 100,000.
Oh, 1,000 times 100. Yeah, that's 100 bands.
Right. So just off 1,000 of books, you got 1,000 subscribers. So what I'm saying is that's 100,000. Now, obviously, we're not gonna take the tax, but what the point of it is but then when you come out with another one, niggas not gonna fuck with it if your shit was not good. So it's like, do you want to just eat one time or do you want to eat for a long time? And that's how you gotta look at it.
Right. But yeah, man, I gotta get up off here, man. I gotta give me some grub because I'm fucking starving, bro. So
All good, man. Peace to you.
all right, peace to you, man. I appreciate you for coming on. Yeah, man, keep blessing the game. Let me know when you do your next live or your next show. I'm definitely there. So
yeah, I'm gonna do one tomorrow for sure.
Okay, for sure.
Do one tomorrow for sure. I was just on like I said, I was on the Modern Life Dating one, but they got too into the spirituality shit for me. Like,
yeah, I feel you.
That's the and that's not my lane. So and my ego is in check. I ain't gotta feel like I gotta say something.
Yeah.
I don't know about just. Oh, okay.
Right.
Got the hour. I'll see y'all the next time.
Yeah, I feel you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel you, man. All right, man. Yeah, have a good one, man. Enjoy your day. Everybody else, all the players that's watching it, thank you for tuning in. Thank you, EO. I know you're gone, but you're gonna probably watch the playback. Appreciate you for tuning in, coming on and blessing the game. Appreciate you, Afi, for coming on and blessing the game. Appreciate all the viewers. Appreciate you, man. Come back. It's your boy King Dre. I'm going. I'm out of here. Go get me something to eat. I'm tired. All right.
Peace.